I'm married to my drug, faithful for as soon as abortion. Rag the riches. Rag the riches. Come on. Davian Poppy. Hello world, I'm just here to make you think. This CEO Philly Trenches Hockey Raw coming at you live and direct with this bonus exclusive video. I'm gonna take y'all back. 1988, no 87. That picture y'all just seen, that's 87. 1987. That was Thanksgiving. South Philly Projects, 13th and Fitzwater. Now, Richard Allen, compared to that project, the difference is they was mainly based on making money other than being violent in Richard Allen. 13th and Fitzwater, you had a few hustlers down there. A lot of them used to boost, and a lot of them take money doing a lot of other things like I get into. But the hustlers, the drug dealers, they was quiet in the cut, and you would see them, the scooters or the car, whatever. And man, Mikey recognized shit fast. We from North, and we in the trenches like that, so they recognized it when they seen us around. They connect because they connect as Richard Allen, and boom, Rome on the first floor. Heavy set Rome got a cousin named Sonny and them, right? They lived on the first floor. Only one person I think lived on the first floor in the project we lived there. We lived on the second floor where they got different units. Huh? Oh no, I gotta keep my headphones off because my mom's sick. I don't know if she gonna call me now. So anyway, I gotta keep my headphones off. You know what I mean? I have to take care of your mother. Now, on the first floor is where Rome and them lived at. The second floor they got units where like good times, how you go in JJ and them crib. But JJ and them lived on, it might have seemed like they lived on that floor by themselves. Because when they would come out the crib, you see the elevator. But when we come out our crib, if somebody lived next door to us, Ray niece, then she lived right next door to with her mom. And me and my twin brother stayed in there, see how the walls is right here? That's how our walls looked at our project house. Brand new, because it was a brand new unit, but it was somebody lived there before. It was a burnt up unit, so they redid it. So it was a family lived there before us. So, but how our walls is, you wouldn't think that it was a project because it didn't look like a project inside. Everything was brand new furniture, TV, everything. But on the outside, it's the project. So a lot of girlfriends I had, I didn't want to take them into projects because I thought they'd be scared to go into projects. I would meet females from all over the city. But they'd see me and Mikey bringing them in. I mean, because me and Mikey was players. We was some thorough young boys hanging down Center City, and everybody from the city coming in the Center City, and we hanging down there with our wolf pack, or just us. You know what I mean? And we shopping, we meet people and shit like that and all that, and we hustling. We go down there to shop, and you understand, like, who these young boys shopping with that shit on, jewelry and all that? You know what I mean? We the twins. Hockey roll, everybody meet it like, damn, there's two of them. So boom. Now, in the projects, right? You had Maniac, Seymour, Fuzz, Back to Back, Keon, Kyra was a girl, Amber is a girl. It was like, but it's like I think 5 or 6 projects, like high rises in this one area, right? And the project I lived in was the livest one. 1312 building or 1213 building. It was either one of the two. But it was the project that everybody in the other projects came to and congregated. Like, if they got the music out, everybody would be out there. They always sat on the bench, so they would come by. In 13th Street, running to South Street, 13th South, and like all the celebrities ride through this neighborhood, like Mr. T, Maurice Cheeks for the Sixers, even Jesse Jackson came down there and was running for president, and he came down there and campaigned. They had motherfuckers on a roof, army motherfuckers with guns and everything to protect him. I'm like, damn. I'm talking about right around the corner from this project is South Street. No bullshit, like 2 blocks away is South Street, I think. So it's like, if people do get robbed on South Street and they from 13th Street, all they can do is run to the projects. You know what I mean? So the police used to always come to the projects just because of that alone, right? So we in the projects, and when we first move into projects, it's the summer of 1987. We moved from down 12th and Dolphin, the neighborhood I'm going to eventually start robbing and terrorizing. You know what I mean? So we move into the projects, right? And when we move into the projects, we got trophies already because we was up Frankfurt. You know what I mean? We moved out of Frankfurt, got all like 15 trophies we taking with us in a box. That should be a lot when you move in. You got all these big ass trophies. So we taking them with us. So when we get off the big U-Haul truck, it's the summertime, 1987. So you can make a clap to this. I came in the door. It was like 86, 87. So that music was out. Eric B was the ball. So everybody that's outside watching us unload our shit. Everybody out there. So we unloading it, and motherfuckers looking at us and seeing this is me and my twin brothers, two of us. We got that shit on. We might have had Adidas sweatsuits on or some shit like that, right? So when we move in there, we got all these clothes, everything. We moving like celebrities, no bullshit. Every girl in the neighborhood liked us because we the twins. And then everybody in the neighborhood didn't like us, but we didn't know that at first. Because if all the females saying your name like this, they gonna come around. So we wound up hanging with the neighborhood. Unbeknown to them, our cousin is one of the alleged top bosses in South Philly, Underworld, that took JBM to war. My cousin Butter Felton. They don't notice till they see him come down the project in a yellow Audi. And used to come pick me and Mikey up. We used to go be on the in South Philly on 19th and Dickinson, be chilling out there with him. Him and Fat Pat and Suleiman and we young boys. They know we in the game. They already know. They know that. One thing about the drug lords in Philadelphia, they know about every part of the city, who's doing what, on what level. It's their business to know information about the trenches. So we hang with them, and Fat Pat used to like me and Mikey because me and Mikey was wild. We had our own gang. Like we really had, when we moved down 13th Street, we already had our gang, but 13th Street didn't know. So we was hanging with them at first, you know what I mean? Because Mikey knew Seymour, they went to Boom together. Yeah, so there he already told that neighborhood that me and Mikey thorough. Because that's the roughest school in Philly. Boom. Boom Tech. So we in the neighborhood, you understand me? So the summertime, I got the little basketball league. So we go down 5th Street projects with 13th Street. It's the first time I see right now and Dino, the two basketball players. They was playing on two different teams. They don't know that man Mikey already athletes. Football, basketball, track, and all that. You know what I mean? We like in shape, but we don't let nobody really know until we put all our trophies in the window. Because when you walk inside in the projects, my window was right there. So like our apartment. So our room was right there. So I used to put all our trophies in the window and blast rap music near the window because we had a TV, a color TV, VCR, and all those shit. So when I would have company, I make sure everything, because when we go in our room, we had walls like this, right? But our closet didn't have a door. You get just like, it's just a walk-in space with the thing on in the bar. And we used to put all our clothes in it, like our coats, jackets, sweatsuits, sweaters, shirts, and pants at the end, boots, sneakers, shoes, all on the floor. And all these sneaker boxes on the wall with the Michael Jordan box and all the basketball and football posters all over our wall, right? And our pictures and shit. So when people come in our room, they were like, damn, these, you know what I mean? But we didn't know we was going to have company like that, though. But we wound up having a lot of people in our crib. Like my bed was, I think Mikey's bed was right here and my bed was on this side, or vice versa, and the window was right there. And we had these fans. And the fans we had can either blow air in your window or out your window. And it was like cost $50, you know, and we had like each window around the crib. And then when the light, one thing I liked about where we lived at, our apartment went like around in like a L shape. But the long way you can see like when you're coming into the projects. Like, and then when it curve and go to like turn, you can see 13th Street. And then like on the weekends when the sun out, it's like all the sun is coming into the house, but it's like the whole house up. So it's like, damn, we was in like a nice apartment, you can see a nice view. And we understand that if you live higher, you got a better view. So the projects being down there was a beautiful view for people that lived on the higher floors. But we lived on the second floor, which was glad we had to use the elevator, because sometimes the elevators get stuck. People got to get on the elevator, go up the steps and all that. You know, we had whereas though they hit the lights out sometimes. So you coming in the motherfucking project, you can't see. And they probably started doing it after them when they started selling drugs, but they weren't selling drugs when me and Mikey was down there. It was like probably there across the hall, he sold like powder cocaine. And somebody might have sold weed, but they wasn't selling crack. And I was kind of like, damn, ain't no crack there, man. You know, because, you know, me and Mikey done hustled already. But I think crack hit Philly, it's like the second year of crack. But when it hit that neighborhood in 1988, my twin brother was the first young boy to hustle down there, him and the boy Wee. Yup, and I used to be hang with Artie, because Artie used to take me to the club downtown. And I used to get in with him. And this was the first time I heard the word bumbleclog. Jamaican boy had a He was in a BMW. And when he came outside, he had it parked. He went near it, and he just used that word. But he got mad when so that knew from the rip that if you ever hear that word, something about to pop off. And I'm like 14 years old in the club. It's 87, it's the summer. But in 88, when Mikey started hustling, um, that summer I spent down mainly down Richard Island, but I still was playing football. But anyway, when I was with Artie and Mikey was the first one to hustle, and this how they got cool with us. One day they go down Richard Island, and 50 and Kevin Hawkins, as well as the JBM, Monk Keys, and a few other old heads, my Uncle Skins, they was the names down Richard Island. They had the packaging, big packages. Richard Island had big packages down there. Cause that shit was getting moved. Rocky too, Daryl Butler and them, they was in the projects. These motherfuckers was getting money in Richard Island. I'm talking about it could be in one part of the project, it'd be like 3 or 4 different packages. And all that shit getting sold. Everybody coming in there buying that shit's like a city down this motherfucker. Like downtown used to be this. All you gonna see is traffic down there. That shit live down there. And I now understand why I mean Mikey liked it down there because it wasn't boring. Now you go to some projects, it's just the neighborhood. No, it was people that went from the neighborhood packing this fucking project up because they was coming for the drugs. So these two individuals came down Richard Island one day. It was Rome and Oodles from 13th Street. Now Rome went down there. When he went down there, he was getting something allegedly off 50. And then when he seen me and my brother, 50 told him, 50 pulled be a drug lord down there. He getting a lot of money. This was Tom from Ram Squad I used to get money with. And man, Mikey went around there with Kevin Hawkins. Now, they come down there, they meet Kevin Hawkins or whatever because they South Philly come down Richard Island. See, people think that when you go to jail, when it's North Philly and South Philly, them niggas is enemies, they always gonna be enemies and all that. No. In the streets, motherfuckers do business with each other. And this project was doing business with Richard Island. And what Richard Island told them was, these twins, they some thorough young niggas. They've been down here with us since they was 13. Them niggas is, they not from down here, but they from down here. You understand me? And they in here getting major money with major niggas. So once they knew that, they gave them the idea, listen, the twins can help y'all with your project. Them niggas is hustlers, real hustlers. Them niggas used to boost since they was 10. We gave them a shot when they was 13. They hustling and they loyal. Mikey went down that motherfucking projects with oodles, started selling that crack. In front of the project, then in the back of the project, Oodles is the only dude ever seen that had a red long leather, like a thick butter long leather trench coat on. Oodles was a fly motherfucker. His baby mama, Annette, shout out to Annette and her daughter, Crystal, and because she used to get money, like going to malls, take a lot of money. And she knew, man, Mike used to be downtown. So when we came in the project, oh, they the twins, them niggas take money. So this is how Mikey met Katina. She's the prettiest girl down there. Mikey wound up having my niece by her. You know what I mean? So anyway, Nat had a pretty little baby with like pretty eyes. I was like, Dad, I can't wait one day I have a girl. My daughter gonna look like her. You know what I mean? And I used to always give Crystal money. And next thing you know, I had my daughter Portia. It looked just like her. It's crazy, the eyes and everything. So anyway, Mikey out there hustling. Boom. Oodles out there. We out there every day with him though. But I'm playing football, so I can't really be out there because I gotta, I'm a all-around American football star for real. No bullshit. I'm not bragging. I'm just like, I was dedicated to that shit. So if I hustled, I wouldn't hustle a lot. So I ain't want to waste Udu time. So Mikey was out there, and I'd be out there with him sometimes. And then I come out the project with my football uniform on, my helmet on. And like, damn, I know you play football. He said, what you? I said, I'm a running back. So like, for real? I said, yeah. But they don't know because they never seen me play. They just see me always leaving and coming back with no dirt or nothing on me. He said, well, you play? I said, yeah. He said, why you ain't dirty? I said, I don't get dirty. He said, what you play? I said, I play running back and I'm on defense. I play cornerback. I ain't never had to get dirty because, you ain't catching me. And if I play defense, I'm going to fuck you up. You come near me or intercept the ball and all of those shit. So, yeah, that was no bullshit. I got dirty twice. So I had to get the pants clean and all that. We had a washing machine in our house, but we used to always go to the cleaners. and put our clothes in the cleaners though. Anyway, Mikey started hustling back of the projects. It was like a playground back there. But we had summer jobs in '87. So in '88, all the kids and all the projects down there knew my twin brother. So they used to always call me Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mr. Mike. I used to be mad as shit, though. I used to always speak back to him, but I used to hate when people used to call me my brother name. And I'm going to tell you why they call me my brother name. And I realized why. Even though they knew Mike, because Mike had a summer job working in a recreation center with kids, and I worked in the hospital on Broad and Passion, St. Agnes. I used to work in the hospital in the maintenance department. And I used to be with the board who ran the whole thing. He said, one day I get a job there. So I wrote my name on the wall. I was nut ass shit. I did. I wrote my name on the wall. Couldn't nobody see it. I don't know how he saw it. It wasn't like out in the open. It was like where his office was at, but in the vent. That motherfucker found that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what made me do it. I'm a young 14, young nigga. So, anyway, I was mad when they fired me, though, because I really liked that job. Working in the hospital, I'm around the staff, I'm around all the floors and everything. But I probably would have got depressed working in the hospital, though. All them deaths and shit. But anyway, Mikey hustling in the back. So when the kids see me, they call me his name. But the reason why it's easy for people to call me his name is because when you think of, if you see ever meet twins and you know them, and one name is hard to remember than the other one, like, say for instance, say, Hakeem and Mike. What name you gonna remember? Mike, because Mike is a common name. Hakeem wasn't a common name in the 80s or 70s until Eddie Murphy came out with Hakeem Coming to America, and when Hakeem Olajuwon came in and played in the NBA. But other than that, didn't nobody have my name. You know what I mean? Unless they was named after me. I was the first Hakeem. Well, my father, that was his attribute. But that wasn't his birth name. What he say? What's up, Aaron? He said, yo, Hockey, Oodles, you say? Oodles, baby mom, like, damn, Hockey, you about to get him trouble. Yeah. No, listen, what's up, Aaron? That's my people. She good folks, man. And I wound up, when my mom moved around the corner from Beanie Siegel, Net lived around the corner from us. I used to always see Net after that, man. Yeah. Oodles, the third motherfucker, Oodles got killed. Oodles and the boy Ice was partners. Ice had a job near City Blue, working in a restaurant, making people breakfast. But he was a kingpin, drug dealer. He was getting money in the projects. And I don't think motherfuckers really liked it, the fact that Mikey went from down there. He was hustling. But Oodles had a little squad called the Corleone family. Mike Corleone, Crump Corleone, Mike and Garland, they was brothers. And then the other boys was from across the street from the playground down there. Light-skinned boy, I forget his name, had curly hair, kind of heavy set. He used to be Oodles all the time. I think they was cousins. But then they cousins from Mount Airy came down there. Brian had like tall, light eyes, light-skinned boy, right? And he used to be up USA skate ring with us. And he's part of our wolf pack. So when he came down there, well, me and Mikey one day, like, Dad, you know the twins? Like, yeah, they my little brothers. So now everybody's starting to realize, man, Mikey know thorough niggas. Then when my cousin Butter come down there to drop us off in a convertible white 5.0 with a yellow Audi, the niggas really getting money on the other side, you know what I mean? And they like, damn, that's your cousins. And Ray Adams, even though he was caught up in a JBM situation where they said they try to off, what's the name? I knew Ray Adams, may rest in peace. I knew Dickie, Vernon, Chester, all the niggas that was Dundee, Rundy. I knew all the niggas that was down there that was somebody that was ruthless. Whether they was ruthless in any type of way. Because everybody down there was aggressive down there. They wasn't soft. Nobody down there was soft. You know? So once they realized, man, Mikey was tied in like that, they was like, man, these niggas, they from 13th Street now. So we was down there like that with them. So Mike used to be in the back of Project hustling. Then Seymour started to hustle. And then they all started to hustle. But at first, none of them selling nothing. Mikey opened up that shit for them. I mean, even though they might have had it before we moved down there, but when we was down there, wasn't nobody selling nothing. When Oodles got that package, he put it in Mikey's hands. And Mikey got busy. Man. Mikey was getting money. He lifted up the mattress one day, he had all that money under there. I'm like, damn. You know, we living in the same room. Like Mikey, me, I'm playing football, living my life, got my little girlfriends running around. Mikey just wanted to trap, get that paper. Mikey was getting money too. You know? And then I was going to high school. You know what I mean? So all of, you know, Had to pick of the litter when I went to high school. What? All because I'll get to wear my shit and I get to wear that shit that. Plus, I'm hustling. And, the Mikey hustling, we got the same clothes. We wear the same shit. Everything in the closet, that's our shit. One egg that's split into two people. So, that's what we do. So if I come in the house and you got one of my jackets on, I ain't going to say unless I really like the jacket. Like this Fila jacket that they always show little Bucky, and they always show little Bucky with this red Fila jacket. I got the blue one. Mine was blue, had a little red in it, and a little white, and that joint was crazy from City Blue. I paid like $200 for it or something, almost 200. And Mikey got mad at me one day and ripped it up, man. He was mad. That's how mean. Mikey was mean though. Yeah, I mean, that was my twin though. He was mad. He thought it was gonna did get me mad, but I was like, I was mad for a second. And then I went out the door because we was moving around. I had so much shit I was doing. Like, can't stay in the house. See, Mikey didn't stay in the house. We only stayed in the house when it was like cold outside or we got company or something. But we was always out the door. Always out the door. But we made our mark down there though, because when Tyra and all was going around with Keon, it was like at least 20 of them. All on bikes. All of them knew how to fight. And they used to rob. They had their. After we had a wolf pack. We was like bigger, older, and like more aggressive because the shit we was doing. But if it come down to, they'd have done it too. But they was on some quiet, smooth shit they was doing, like breaking into office buildings and robbing certain shit on with a safe at, because they might get a tip. Somebody might work in there to clean up, that live in a project, give them a tip, and they go up and they get that shit. Or there's somebody tell them, like, yo, it's money in the meters. They probably always used to ride their bike downtown, all down South Street, all down there just watching shit. And then they realize how to get some easy money. Them parking meters, not the joint. I don't know, they probably did break in them and some phone booths. But, phone booths have a lot of change in it. A lot of change. But the parking meter, I'm talking about when you got the private parking, where you pay the guy and you give him your key or something like that, and they put money in this box, and you would never know what's money in there. It's like a box like the size of this, probably longer, longer, right? It was yellow, going straight across, with these little slits in them, and they used to get a hanger and go up in there and pull the money out. When I tell you, I don't even think I saw one. It was 5s, 10s, and 20s. And he was just taking them out there. We was going to a lot of them. And they gave me and my brother some money, man. And that fucked me up because I'm like, damn. Because we with them, and I'm like, damn, all this time we downtown, boosting and chilling, going to movies. We walk by this shit all the time and never thought that it was money in this motherfucker. Yo, it was money in there. Yo, look. So they take, I'm talking about, they gave me like at least like 200 or 300 a piece. I'm telling you, it was money in there. But they didn't do it all the time. And then one day we went on a mission when Dickie brother Vernon came home. Yup. All them vending machines, y'all see them people that be having them hot dog trucks and solid trucks. Y'all be going to neighborhoods, come out the courthouse, you see somebody selling hot dogs and shit and all that. They be having the chains thing around their waist. Yo, we broke in this joint in Washington Avenue. It was all them fucking hot dog trucks in there. Them aprons with the money in it, they was still in there. It was money taped on the wall. It was money everywhere, man. Food, chips, everything. What? They said, I don't know how the fuck he got in there, right? But he opened this motherfucker, boom. He got up in there, and when he got up in there, he just started moving. He was short too, but he was a knockout artist. Boom. And I started grabbing shit. I'm excited because I ain't really give a fuck about the money. It's just the fact that we did this shit. And the fact that you can walk by this place and don't even know it's there. Because it's like it ain't a door. It look like it's a wall. But it look like it's made out of wood or something. But somehow he got this motherfucker open. And we went right up in there. I don't know if he used to work for him or something. Or he seen it one day. Yo, we tore him out the frame and got up out of there. So this when I started doing crimes in South Philly. Unbeknown to me that everything I was doing was criminal. You know what I mean? I'm talking about stolen cars and everything. One day they had a stolen car a couple of times. It's me, Rome cousin, Sonny, crazy ass Sonny. Soon as we met him, he became like a brother to us. 'Cause, man, Mikey just had this way of, when we meet you, you like family to us from the rip, because it's just, we got that type of energy and that type of connect with people. We was Sonny, so he coming down on the weekends, right? And I wound up going with their cousin Amber. And I thought she was a tomboy, but she wasn't no tomboy. She just looked like one, I guess, because she grew up around a lot of dudes. So I get in the car with Sonny and Seymour. And I'm thinking wrong. I'm not thinking he know how to drive. Nigga don't know how to drive. This nigga is crashing. We near Walnut Street somewhere. One of them small blocks with all these rich people's stores. Hitting every coffee pot on it. He on a payment. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit. So I jump out this fucking car while it's still moving. Then we run back to the projects, laughing. I'm haul assing because I'm like, this nigga is crazy. Because we get in the car like we was driving good for a while. And then he come out of nowhere and tell me he can't drive. She was crazy. And you see white people just running. This shit was like a movie scene. Yup, crazy ass Sonny. But the one time, Sonny Peoples, it was three of them. It was Sonny, Rome, and somebody else. I forget his name. But he took a lot of money. And he was like a big brother to us, man. This nigga used to always like come out there and talk to us. It was thorough. So one day he came on the corner in this brand new Benz, a brand new Grace joint, man, a big one, sedan joint. And a lady left a rich white lady left her car running and went to the gas station store. He jumped in it and came around the corner. There's gas stations on Broad Street. We like a block away from Broad Street, like all the gas stations. He come around the corner. Mikey, your eyes light up. I'm not getting in that car. So, matter of fact, I might have gotten in the car and rode around the block with him because he told me going around the corner. So I get out. So he said, let me take it for another spin. So he said, go ahead. Mikey never came back. Mikey went around the whole city in that Benz. Down 8th and Diamond, everywhere. Yup. He got locked up in that car. I think we never study center. That's the first time we went to study center. He got out, boom. Then after that, we before we moved, right? You know, I went to school in South Philly, Furnace on 3rd Mifflin. First time I seen an Italian mob. They used to go to school with me. You know the Italian mob because you can tell what they dress. The motherfuckers dressing like wearing Porsche designs, Alpinas, Fila sweatsuits and all that. And they had the cocky look to them and all that. Plus we in their neighborhood. Because even though it was other Italians that went there, but they didn't dress like that. They dressed humble. You know what I mean? But not all flashy and all that expensive shit. And he used to walk by, he had his gold chains on everything. He used to walk by the hallway and look at me and nod his head. He's had 2 black females with him walking in the hallway. Because he knew that I had them. I had females at the time in that school, whatever. But when I start like dealing with the dudes in the school, they just tell me how they used to get money and all that. The freight train stopped, they steal the guns, computers and all that, and who they used to hustle for and all that. And then a lot of them, they got in my wolf pack. You know, so then after that, we moved. But before we moved, I got locked up and went up Glen Mills. And then we moved out to the Northeast, to Lindenfield Projects in the summer of '89. And my mom sent me a picture. Mikey was up there. And I come home. I don't go back. Fuck that shit. I wasn't going back to Glen Mills. The staff kept beating you the fuck up. So after that happened, I'm hanging down North Philly. That's when I started holding that 38 on me. Yeah. So bust him out the window. After I bust him out the window, I said it was on after that. I don't know if you ever noticed, but I mean, if you ever from the trenches and the first time you bust a gun, if you really from the trenches like that, that shit gonna do something to you. That shit gonna turn you up. That noise alone. The power of that cannon, you know what I mean? You pulling the trigger and that shit, and I'm in the room, I'm in somebody's house. It ain't like I was outside. I'm in somebody's house looking out the window on 17 with Susquehanna, but on 17th Street, 3-story crib looking out the middle window, the middle room window, right out, because outside the window was a lot. And I'm trying to aim at this big ass metal piece that go on the windows that abandoned houses. Boom! When I hit it, I said, oh man, it's on. My brother like, what's going on? I said, man, it's on now. I had to bust him because I had to. Because my thing is, if I'm going to be with this kingpin my brother rolling with, if I'm going to be with G, and I got this burn on him, I got to make sure this shit work. That's the first thing a motherfucker do when he got to go. You got to make sure that shit work. Because all that old, now I know it work. Oh, man, I wish somebody would say something crazy. So after we got pulled over, that half a brick in the car and got out that situation, and the police kept it moving because they ain't searches, we turned up, man, and I'm still on the run, though. You know what I mean? Mikey on the run, too, but he didn't take it like he was on the run. You know what I mean? Because we was on the run the whole time we was juvenile. The whole time we was teenagers, we was on the run. From, like, age 15 on up. Mike might have been 15 on up. Well, 16 on up. Because I got the home pass. Went on the run when I turned 16. I just turned 16. So at 16, we was, 15, Mikey was on the run. Because he ran from the house of Mosier. When I went up Glen Mills. So we was on the run. Yeah, now they might have caught us. Sent us somewhere. We ran from there, too. And we would meet more people. So when we got into JBM and, down Richard Island, like Richard Island was like, see, in South Philly, you had to be serious too, because them motherfuckers down South Philly hurt you. They see any weakness in you, they gonna fuck with you, hurt you, rob you, and all that shit. Can't show no weakness, can't play around them unless they trying to, but they play to set you up to hurt you. Yeah, unless they really fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? Richard Island is like, it's levels down there, man. And ain't nobody playing around, by the way. You might have a couple silly motherfuckers down there, but they gonna be by themselves. But they might be silly, but outside that project, they hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? So they still got their Richard Allen in them. You feel me? And a lot of them, all of them can dance, rap, sing, do all that shit. But their number one thing is getting money. And there's always gonna be like 4 or 5 of them that are down you, like, on the spot. So once I realized that, Mikey, soon we get down there, in 86, 85, might have been 84, when we first started hustling, boosting and going down Richard Island, selling them clothes, right? It'd be all name brand shit, though. We getting money doing that, man. That was a hustle. Niggas didn't look at that as like you was broke, you a bum. No, that was a hustle. And motherfuckers respected that hustle in the trenches. Yeah, you was considered thorough if you came back with that shit on, you selling clothes and all that. That wasn't looked upon as being a nut. That's a hustle. It's just the fact that I went from that to start taking that shit from people and hustling at the same time, whatever what I wanted to do at the time. You know what I mean? It ain't like we rob people all year round. No. No, but even though we was in that mode all year round, but like a big show come up or, or a holiday or something, we get busy. And we meet up, and I'm glad that it was my team and nobody else's, because just imagine me and my twin brother don't know these niggas. And there's 80 niggas walking up on us. And we don't know none of them. We might have to fight them niggas. Or get down with them niggas. Not being scared, but our thoroughness will get us in. Because that's how we got in around the city, just being thorough. But because it's our gang and I might have somebody with me, it could be my family, a female, my mom, anybody. If it's 80 niggas, they my niggas. What's up, twin? What's up, Hockey Raw? Hey, Mikey, to go your brother? Yeah, wolves. A pack of them. Happy as shit to see us. Happy as shit to see me. What's going on with y'all doing? Yeah, we about to go to the... I'll meet y'all up there. I'm going there too. You know what I mean? Damn, my people see me with 80 niggas. That's my team. And I don't know how my peoples feel about it. But they say, how you doing, Miss Twin, and all that, and call me Miss Janet. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Janet. Now all of them know my mom. And they respect her, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and if I'm locked up and they locked up, shit, send them money and everything. My mom was thorough like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's thorough. She see him, police fucking, leave my nephew alone. Yeah, thorough. Locked up, go get him out and all that. Thorough. You know what I mean? So my homies that's why I'm glad that I had that opportunity to be in the trenches like that, because I got a chance to be amongst the ones that was at the bottom, far as in the trenches trying to make some of themselves. And when you at the bottom, you probably the most intelligent ones because you thinking all the time. How to get ahead, how to make ends meet. Yeah. How to escape from situations as far as being locked up. You know what I mean, eh? Tell them how if me and Mikey wasn't thorough being around a pack of ninjas in Philly, Smooth would have, yeah, got us rolling. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Think about it. We in South Philly, in the belly of the beast, 13th and 5th for the projects. Listen, that's that area, that's the first, because that's where we all come from, South Philly. Philadelphians that's black. Then we migrated in other neighborhoods, but we came from this neighborhood. Black people. You know, and the ones that's still there, my mom had friends that lived in there that was in the Nation of Islam. That Nation of Islam, they had that whole project at one time. And we used to go down there. We was younger than that. I remember walking up them fucking steps. The metal steps, yeah. And one thing about it, that project smell, pissy hallway, that ammonia smell, that smell, it's only once it says it's the projects. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, when I was a young boy, I was like, dang, I wish I lived in the projects. All because of watching Good Times and hanging in the projects with my people cribs. Because when you're in a project, it seems like everything is easy going. Ain't nobody walking around with their face bald and none of that shit because everybody is happy because, you know, they all in the projects. I mean, you feel warm in that motherfucker, the hallways, the houses, heat on, you be burning the fuck up. You about to take everything off when you come to projects, you know what I mean? So when we lived in that motherfucker, I was like, yo, I was happy though. But it was like we had a new everything. You know what I mean? But growing up around that shit, man, around them type of wolves, let me tell y'all something. Just imagine, right? You know how the award shows be there, like 80 motherfuckers, goons and all that. And that's how New York used to roll in posses. You know, so we was like a posse that'll fit right in with all them niggas over there. That's why when they came over here, the low life members from New York, on the polo ground, and the boys getting all that money, taking all that polo that 50 Cent them try to mimic in his series when he had the girl, what was the girl name? Half Pint, I think her name was, or some shit like that. Jukebox, had Jukebox, acting like she was one of them thieves, acting like 50 Cent King was one of them polo thieving niggas. Them real niggas came to Philly and got with my young boys while I was locked up and went on route with them and realized that my young boys was real deal and start calling them low lives. Y'all low lives, man. You know what I mean? And my young boys ran with it. You know what I mean? Because they had the same type of heart and the same type of ambitions to take. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know how some motherfuckers think about it, get nervous and all that. Soon we on go, soon we see it. That's why what makes Philly niggas so good with the sucker punch, because we go at it. Philly niggas we don't bullshit about nothing. That's why when niggas start arguing, getting loud, somebody about to die, get punched. Yeah. So that shit just keep lingering on. That's why we see these bodies dropping out here and all that. That's because of that, you know what I mean, that norm that shit just carried on the generations. Like, I can imagine how it was in the 70s when the black mafia was around and motherfuckers get out of line, you lose your life because motherfuckers don't tolerate nothing, because in the Nation of Islam, they teach you not to tolerate bullshit. So when that shit linger on into the jails, juvenile placements, these schools, yeah, so that's why we known for the sucker punch. Turn your head, you done. Talking, you might, yeah, because we talk with our hands. I mean, so growing up around that, and not only that, being one of the ones who helped start that Wolfpack shit when I lived up Frankfurt and never gave it up. You know what I mean? And meeting all these motherfuckers that was a part of us, like, damn. And being in the front, not in the back, not in the middle, in the front of the pack at the shows, busting out the jewelry store windows and all that, running in the stores, taking everything. Yeah, like we was different. Now, Wallow said he robbed City Blue. I never robbed City Blue. We didn't go in City Blue to rob them. They knew us. We bought shit out of there, you know what I mean? When we got on our feet, we went there and spent money, thousands. They bought shit off us when we was boosting. They ain't say get out of our store, you can't talk to none of these females. What? And Mikey was different, man. Different young boys, man. And we made sure that even in the 90s, after my brother passed away, I made sure while I was in these trenches in the 90s and in the jails, county and upstate in the 90s, I wasn't just doing time. My name was ringing in them jails. Getting money with the gambling ticket, shooting dice, winning money, working out. You know what I mean? And not only because I was writing books and went to school and all that, I was playing football in jail. You know what I mean? Working out. And when you work out, even though I worked out since I was 12, I ain't go to jail want to be a workout. I started watching wrestling at age 7. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, them motherfuckers made me want to be strong. And I was fast, and I knew how to play football. I put that shit together. I said, I'm going to play football. I got to put some, I ain't say muscle, I just want to be stronger. And I wanted to just tone this whole thing up. To this day, I'm still, you know me, at the age of February the motherfucking 5th, I'll be 52. What, man? Listen, man, listen. No matter what nobody say, no matter what nobody do, I know one thing. I'm doing all right to be this age, man. To live, to see all that, man. Mm-hmm. To be a part of my stomach growling too. That's because I'm fasting, y'all. Gotta fast for 3 days. You know, every month I'm gonna fast for 3 days. I'm gonna eat less and less. That's why I'm losing weight and being strong. I got my sea moss joints right here, $30 a bottle, $29. $29.99. This joints right here. You see the milligrams? You take one every 8 hours, or no, every 4 hours. You take 3 a day. I take all 3 of them at the same time, one at a time though. You see how many milligrams in it? Keep you healthy and strong, man. Keep your skin glowing and all that. But yeah, though, man, back then, like from 1991, 92, 93, I was still up the hikes on juvenile life, in the trenches, in the bins, in the wars, in the county, gang warring on the phones, in the mix with gangsters and hustlers, JBM, South Philly niggas, my North Philly niggas, my Frankfurt niggas, my Erie Avenue niggas, my Logan niggas, and I'm in the mix. But when they sent me upstate in 94, because Little 94 was in the county, Holmesburg, when I was back there with Belango and all that, it was really around a lot of niggas, man, that had the death penalty. You know what I mean? And they was back there in the hole with us, with Belango. And once I let him know that I was Bean's little brother, that was his, like a big brother to him, and took a case for him, a homicide, man, listen, that boy treated me like I was his brother. And once I knew that everybody was scared to death of him, but a lot of dudes that was back there, I was cool with them there. Everybody probably said one person because I didn't want to be cool with them, but everybody, I was cool with everybody. Big Boosie, little Boosie from 49th and Hoop Street from West Philly, Roy from Frankfurt, they had the death penalty. I was back there with Roy and his brother, the other boy. They was locked up for robbing Roy Rogers, where they worked at, and allegedly killed the manager and robbed the safe, and they was facing the death penalty. Well, they had death penalty. He used to cut my hair. So I'm around these dudes playing cards with them, chess with them, working out with them, and I'm only facing 3.5 to 10. I think I was getting 3.5, 10 years, but at the time, I probably was facing probably 20 years, right? But even 20 years is still a lot of time, right? That's like a life sentence to a motherfucker that's 21. So I'm back there with all these ferocious niggas, like hearing their war stories and rapping about certain shit. And funny, man, Houston, I met him, he from Hoop Street, 49 Hoop Street, right? He was so thorough, right? Everything about them West Philly niggas was thorough, man. They some cool niggas, man. Cool gangsters, man. That's what I call them, cool gangsters. So he got mad at some girl, right? And when he got mad at the girl, he took everybody on the phone line to tell this one girl one thing. He even asked me to do it for him. He said, man, when you call this number, I want you to tell this girl this. Tell him Houston said he's not Audi 5,000, but he's Audi 5 million. But he wanted to say it just like that. He told everybody, he was like 10 niggas in the phone. We over there, we in the day room, Q them. I think we were house correction. We were the house correction or DC, but they got us in like a place where they just about to ship us. But we got the phone, and we taking turns on it because we was back together chilling, right? So he said, "Twin, don't forget, twin." And he's serious as shit. He pacing the floor. He like he in the streets and everything. This shit was hilarious, but he was dead serious. He said, "Yeah, twin. Yeah. You know what to tell her, right? You know exactly." But everybody he would say this to, he would say it like he said it for the first time. He said, "Say it like this." Houston said, he ain't out 5,000, but he out 5,000,000. And I did that for him, right? He said, "My man, hockey raw. Fuck wrong with these bitches, hot. You mean you got a bitch for me, hot?" Because everybody used to see me going on visits. They used to always see me on the phone. So I did hook a couple people up with females, though. You know what I mean? It's phone junkies, man. That's where you get test who you is in jail, man. Because a lot of people didn't play the phone, so it didn't really matter. But if you, it's a world in jail in the county. I'm gonna break it down to you. You got niggas that play cards that just gamble playing cards, right? You got niggas that just play chess all day, and they might not gamble. They might just play chess all day. The niggas that play chess all day gonna be around each other all day. Niggas that's playing cards all day, they gonna gamble all day. But the niggas that's on them phones and got phone time, it's like being in the trenches. It's like being on the corner. It's like being on the dance floor. Because that's the next best thing to the trenches is them fucking phones. And when you around them phones, you gonna see a group of West Philly niggas, a group of South Philly niggas, a group of Southwest niggas, all together against a bunch of niggas from North. And Uptown might be with them too, an area, but you gonna see, you know what I mean, and you gonna see this shit play out. Or it might be where as though West Philly and Southwest got their own phone, and South Philly got their own phone, North Philly got their own phone. But if it's only two phones or one phone, oh, this shit about to go down. Yeah, then you'll see who's who. And you'll see niggas that might never got no money before in the streets, but in the jail, them niggas is boss. Them niggas is ferocious kings when it comes to them phones. Up jumped the Boogie Richard Allen. I get on the block. You know what I mean? Everybody see me. My brother just was over the house correction. So I already know my work. They know Mikey work and everybody was already over there. So now I'm over there and I'm a phone junkie. And I didn't even know I was a phone junkie. Yes, I did. When I was in juvenile, did I? No, yeah, I did. Up the heights. But not really. But when I got up here on them phones, it's direct. Let me tell y'all something. And I'm not making this shit up. Up the heights, we had a phone. We used to hide in the partitions up in the ceiling. My man Kev from down the bottom, with his brother named Ernie, he had a crooked leg. He stole a phone out one of them rooms, and he put that bitch in the wall. And we had a room that Wally Henson, who ran the whole Supermax, Cornwall Heights, ran everything. We was in school. So he gave us this room. We used to go in there and make salat. It was a room that had a bathroom. We go in the room. You're right, you're going to see a bathroom, closed door. And then as you go in there, you're going to see carpet, big-ass room, chairs and everything that we could just chill in. And had a phone socket thing. So we used to be up in that bitch and be sneaking on the phone. He like, "Go ahead, twin, get on the phone. Go ahead, hockey raw." So I'll be on the phone talking, boom, 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 boom. "How you on the phone?" "Chill." We snuck the phone, boom, boom. So when I'm talking to my peoples, or one of my baby moms or my mom or whoever, he at the door watching. And then I watch for him. We do this shit every day. So that's how I might have become a phone junkie. But over the house correction, I got 2 fucking knives and 2 whacks on me, right? They like long like this, but they was pointed, but a little longer. I used to have them both on my sides like this, but you couldn't see them, right? So when it was like, if you want to get on the phones, you can fight for the phones, go in that room in the back by itself. It was an empty cell. You could fight for the phones, or you stab for the phone, whatever. So me and a boy from West Philly got in an argument one day, right? He was from down the bottom, I think. But he was from West Philly, but he was a thorough dude. But he tested me because he knew, you know how motherfuckers hear about you and your name ringing and all that, and he hear about you through other niggas, and he probably thought I was a pretty boy and couldn't fight or nothing, right? So he was like, "Nigga, dark skin, bald head nigga, I'll fuck you up." He go, "What? You fuck who up?" At the time, he don't know the wolf pack. He don't know none of that JBM. I don't know if he know it or not. We go in the back, in the cell. I do the stupid thing. I put the trash gloves on. What the? Cause I see other niggas throw the gloves on, thermals. I already always wore my thermals. Like I used to have pajama shorts, pajama top, but under that I used to have thermals on. So I had my thermal sleeves out. Boom. So we go back there. Now he go in the room. He going to cell me. That's one thing I respect about him. He went in that cell with me. Taller than me too. So we in there rumbling. Boom. I had these dumbass gloves on, man, because I could have been on some real aggressive, pushed him real fast, hit him with the uppercut and the overhand, the left, right? But we was in them little cell, we mixing it though, but I really couldn't get my shit off, and I was mad about that. You understand me? So, we come out the cell, shake hands. Because I wasn't mad after he went in the cell. He went in the cell when he mad at him no more. Once he went in that cell, I had respect for him. Because we'd have been talking about the sucker punch thing. See, I sucker punched a couple niggas in jail before over Holmesburg. This motherfucker this ain't no small ass situation right here. But black man, him got cool, and I seen him upstate and everything. Then he started to really hear about, because upstate you can run into a nigga and air him out from something that happened in the county. But we knew all the same people out West Philly. But he was alright. He was alright boy though. Shout out to Flav, he out here doing his thing. But the other nigga, I really asked for what I asked. I'm going to tell you what happened. I took a nigga phone time when I got slot time on Holmesburg. That's how much of a fucking phone junkie I was. This is 93. 93 or 91. 91, I think. 91. They got everybody locked the fuck up in this city. And I'm on G Block with Robbie from Richard Island, but I transferred to J Block because my homie Twine on J Block. May he rest in peace. Now, Buck Deshawn Norwood, may he rest in peace, he run in J Block. Him and Sidney Wilson. Poo-poo cousin. They got J Block on Smash. Them niggas they allegedly selling drugs, cigarettes. They doing everything on the block, right? So, man, Twine come over there. They happy to see us and everything. And I see everybody throwing these boxes of cakes. And his cell and Wally, him and Wally was selling these. This is my crew from the streets. This is my Oxford Street niggas, my 17th Jefferson Street niggas. I said, okay. So I'm like, damn, I get a box of cakes. And when Wally acted funny with the cakes, I'm like, what? I said, man, fuck them cakes. Boom. So he wound up giving them to me, but he was acting funny because he wanted to count his shit up. But anyway, the boy got on the phone. And I got on the phone. Matter of fact, I got on the phone. It was his phone time. My time was up, whoever, I guess it was. And I was like, nigga, I'm not getting off the phone. Or either he was on the phone, I was on the phone, or I took the phone and got on the phone, but this nigga hung the phone up while I was on the phone. And that's disrespect, nigga, hang the phone up while you on the phone. He did like that, tapped the thing, right? Well, I got the receiver in my hand. I could have just hit him in the head with the receiver, right? But what I did was, what did I do to this nigga? We was fighting and he scratched me or something like that. We just started rumbling. And this nigga scratched me. And when I tell you, my complexion, this nigga, I got a scratch mark right here. And it was bleeding and all that, right? So stopped the bleeding, whatever. So I'm going to chow. I think I was going to dinner. Yo, twin, after your face, twin. That's all I kept hearing. Right after your face, twin. Twin, who did it? Who stabbed you, twin? What? Oh, I went back on the block. Now I'm ready to kill this nigga, right? So I go back on the block. So I asked Deshawn, that ran the block, and a couple other niggas for a knife. Hey, don't get twin no knife. Don't get twin no knife. Man, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I got the ink pen on me like this. I'm gonna kill this nigga. When nobody give me a knife. So Deshawn come out of nowhere. Twin, what is nigga, twin? So the boy come out of nowhere. So then he said, he gonna say, Deshawn gonna say, what happened? He gonna say, no, man, I was on the phone. It was my phone time. And he took my phone time. So Deshawn looked at me, right? And no, I took the nigga phone time, but really mad at me for doing it because we got the phones. This is like the 10-minute phone calls they give to the everybody else on the block who don't even got slot time. They just give them little morning court calls. And I was taking niggas court calls, right? Like crackhead ass niggas and all that. But this boy, I think he's from Germantown. And I don't know if Buck took his side, right? But I ain't give a fuck about none of that. Man, I hate this nigga so hard, right? I was so mad that this nigga just was talking, But my face fucked up. Fucked that 10 minutes. I hit this nigga. Hit him so hard. He flew in between the outside your cells when you flush your toilet, use your zinc. They got these pipes that move. That you make knives out of them pipes. He fell in between that wall, in between them. Boom. Buck grabbed me. Like, man, get the fuck off. I'm gonna kill this nigga. So it was time to lock in for 3 o'clock count. We came out the cell, right? When the count was clear, I'm all hyped up. In case the nigga come back, I'm doing push-ups and everything. I'm like, fuck him up. Because me and Twine Sully's. Twine said, we gonna roll on nigga. Fuck that nigga. Soon count clear. Buck and Sid, but may they both rest in peace, came to the cell and gave us a piece of paper like that. They said, y'all getting off this block. Y'all getting kicked up. They kicked us off the block. They said, no, we getting too much money on this block. You're not going to have us going to war. And we starting your shit, Twin. So we putting you on, put me on B block and put Twine on A block. Twine had to go over there with Freddie A because he allegedly, he banged 28 like a few times. Fred tried to take his jury or something because he owed Fred some money. Man, Twine hit this nigga a couple of times, stood over him. Give me back my link, give me, because Twine had all this jewelry when he took from niggas. Looked like Mr. T. He was obsessed with jewelry. I wasn't, though. I was like, man, I don't want that shit. So Twine told me what happened. So now he on the block with him and Big Charlie. No, but Big Charlie dead at it because Big Charlie said not gonna happen. We from the same neighborhood. So he left him alone. But I'm on the block with JBM. But I was on the J block because Salone was over there. Shout out to Salone. I just seen Salone at the buffet with his mom. When I had my mom with me and everything. He surprised his mom for her birthday. But Salone was telling me how he was gang warring down 17th Jefferson. They had a shootout down there when he was down there buying some syrup. He showed me a picture of little Bucky, his baby mom, the jury. All the pictures they showing on the internet, seen him through when Salone had him. So now they sent me over B Block with his brother, Jamo over there. So Salone, Jamo, the whole time I thought Salone was the oldest, but it's Jamo older than Salone. But I'm thinking it was that way around. You know what I mean? But he was telling me how them pellets was shooting past his face and catching him in his face. He said that, motherfucker he was going to war. He seen one of his enemies. When you get money and you got enemies and y'all both like syrup and y'all go to the same spot to get it, it's gonna be a war. So that's what he told me about that. He told me how he was locked up with my twin brother Mikey over the house correction and how he used to take up for Mikey. If Mikey couldn't beat the nigga, he told Mikey to point him out in the yard and all that. So when I went over there with his brother, Lil Ben was over there. That's when I met Lil Ben. And man, Ben got cool. And Malcolm was over there from South Philly. Malcolm was one of the, even though South Philly got a list of niggas that's legends, Malcolm is the only one that everybody in South Philly got respect for in their own way. And might fear him in their own way. In their own way, but not in the, they pussies, but Malcolm is the king. And I've been knowing him since I was juvenile. Now I'm over there with him. Now he got one of the phones. And Jamo got a phone. He got a JBM phone. He got a South Philly phone, right? So, man, Jamo was cool with each other through JBM, through Lil Bucky, through his brother Salone, through his pop Ricketts that my mom was dealing with at the time. So they like my brothers, because my mom and their father, was engaged and all that. So they my brothers, and Derwin. And the other brother that moved, I think he moved down south. But anyway, I'm over there with them. So Malcolm had went to war against my twin brother to do study center back 2 years ago, in '89. But Mikey passed away. When Mikey passed away, everybody from the trenches of Philadelphia knew about it, heard about it, or they was locked up or not. And when somebody like that, they got a name in the city, it's like you respect them even though they ain't here no more. You know what I mean? Because their name was ringing. So when they see me, he had respect for me because of that. But when he went on a visit, and before he went on a visit, I asked about Kenyatta. Kenyatta was my walkie, which was his cousin, his right-hand man, while he was out in the trenches on his wild cowboy shit. When he was out here terrorizing Southfield, terrorizing the city. Yeah, and he got locked up there with me, and man, we was like brothers, and I looked out for him. I said, I know you about to go home, take these brand new Timberlands and this butter leather jacket. I said, I'm about to escape from this bitch. I said, I see you out there in the trenches. But I get locked up, and now I'm over there with Malcolm, and so Malcolm called him. He said, yo, this boy up here say you're homie and all that. Ooh. I'm going to put him on the phone. What's up, man? It's Hockey Raw, nigga, up the hikes with you. Oh, what's up, Hockey Raw? So once he got on the phone back with him, he let him know. He just said, Hawk, don't let Malcolm cut your hair. He will not cut hair. And once him and Kenyatta and Malcolm got on the phone and they had this serious conversation, next thing you know, man, Malcolm became like brothers. All because of what Kenyatta told him. Yeah. And Pud was my celly. He from 22nd or 20th in Carpenter. And Pud became my celly because we were the two youngest boys on the block. And they like, yeah, we the two youngest boys on the block. And Pud and Malcolm, they used to go out in the yard and play football, like rough touch against other niggas, right? I used to watch these niggas play football, man. They no bullshit, man. They both was supposed to be in the NFL. They was giving niggas the business, man. Making this shit look like easy. Breaking niggas' ankles and all that. Laughing at them as they fell trying to tag them or tackle them. We was playing tackle. Shit was rough touch. Shit wasn't no tag. They scoring left and right. Then we go back on the block, talk about that shit, get on the phone. And then we went on a visit the same day. Malcolm went on a visit the day I went on a visit. And Kenyatta came to see him. And I don't know if I got it or I knew I had one of them. But when I went up, I don't know who got that picture because I was escaped from the hikes already at that time. Meaning that I left a lot of pictures up there. But it's this picture that I took when I was in Holmesburg. Malcolm, me, and Kenyatta in Holmesburg. And it was the Lexus, the word Lexus, the Lexus sign, the car. They had somebody had drew that. You know what I mean? They get a little freaky up there in the background, so we got that as the background. Them niggas know about them visiting room pictures. The niggas know they over Holmesburg. So we took that fly ass gangster picture. You understand me? I don't know who got it. I think they might have kept one of them, but we took a couple of them. Yup. I'm in the visiting room. Everybody in the visiting room got homicides. Everybody. Or some type of gun charges. I had 2 major robberies, but, you know, I used to be like, damn, I'm in this dungeon. Holmesburg was really a dungeon, man. You ever been in Holmesburg, man? I should assume that I ain't scared of nothing. But as a human being, your instinct gonna put you on alert. Like, oh my God, what the fuck I'm at? You just like walking inside of a cave. When the guard first come get you to take you to your block, and you walk down that long ass hallway with him, passing the cafeteria, the chow hall, and you look at the walls. The walls are peeling. It look like it's a fucking abandoned building you in. You can just feel the cold. If you're in the summertime, you're just gonna be all hot. But in the wintertime, you're gonna be cold coming through this hallway. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers walk through this hallway, getting life, about to go get life, coming from getting life and death penalties and shit. So I'm thinking about that shit. Like, and one time I was in there, I ain't gonna lie, I was asleep, right? And you know how you sleep, but you can dream and all that? I swear it felt like something was in a room with me, yo. I try to wake up. I don't know if that just ever happened to y'all before. When you sleep, you're trying to wake up, but you can't. It's like something pressing your body from waking up. That shit happened to me in there. So, and then I had this vision. I don't know if I was dreaming when I saw it, but it looked like an image. We couldn't see their face. It was just like a blur vision, like us. I don't know what the fuck it was. I said, man, maybe somebody died in this cell or something. But I know I wasn't losing my mind, but I mean, you know, on YouTube, they let you see the paranormal. I could believe that because I could believe how old that jail was open, like in the 1700s, 1800s. I mean, motherfuckers was in that place before I got there. Yeah, and you could hear the echoes, people howling on the block. Then at one time, they wanted to riot for some reason. No, the power went out. But when it went out, we was already locked in. Motherfuckers throwing toilet paper out they cells, but it's on fire. Shirts, paper. You look down the hall, up and down, everything on fire. What the fuck? Yup. Motherfuckers set everything on fire, then turn the shit all on, clean the block up, get the workers to come out, clean it up. They're giving everybody else fucking TV dinner, lunches, they want to let you out. That's the only thing I like about Holmesburg. You lock down every other day. I don't give a fuck how hot it is, man. When I was with a house correction, it was so hot over there, right? I took a bucket. It's really like, it wasn't a bucket. It was it's like a locker they give you. A rubber-looking locker, plastic rubber-looking locker that you put your commissary and your belongings in, right? and you fill it up with water to put your feet in it so you won't be cold. I mean, you won't be hot. But just imagine having a rag, right? A regular rag like this, a washcloth. Just imagine wetting it, soaking this in water. Putting on your face because you can breathe. Because a lot of people don't know this is oxygen, and water is oxygen, whether you know that or not. You could breathe into it. And that's what I would do. And in seconds, this motherfucker would be so hard and dry, you could cut your face with it. That's how hot it was in that fucking room. Hot as a motherfucker, heat wave. I kept doing it, going to the zinc, wetting the rag, going through it, trying to sleep. I'm trying to make myself go to sleep so I can get past this. It's like a mental, physical pain that you gotta go through when you're so hot. It's like I was in the oven. My celly over there, young boy from West Philly over there, burning the fuck up. I'm like, damn. Then you might go to sleep for a few seconds, wake back up and be going through it. And then if that fan ain't blowing on you, man, I made bell. I was happy as shit to make that bell. That shit was horrible. Damn, that shit ain't nothing like, listen, man, that shit was, I can imagine getting locked up in Mexico or somewhere hot where it's Tijuana or some fucking where. Just imagine getting locked up in Japan. And the fucking jails is outside. And they put you in the ground or something, put you in one of them holes in the ground for real. Like they do down south in Arizona and shit, them chain gangs in Florida. And Atlanta. Going through that bullshit. So I went through that shit. I went through being in the hole and heat waves, blizzards, all them fucking nasty ass holes, man. Then the thing is, over Holmesburg, you're gonna see them rats, mice, and bugs and all that. You're gonna shower, you're gonna see bugs flying everywhere, and then you gotta wash up. Some motherfuckers ain't take showers. Then motherfuckers go to the shower with their sneaks on, their boots on. If you're in the Nation of Islam, you go in there with your boots on. And I'm like, why are niggas gonna sit with their boots on? Because something could jump off. Niggas start fighting, you know, with Holmesburg, niggas in there butt naked. And then if you Muslim, you wear your underwear. So when they lock me up and send me back over to your study center, I'm washing up in my underwear. I'm up the hikes washing up in underwear. They send me back to the juvenile joint. They say, why are you washing up in your underwear? Because in the juvenile joint, there's this one big shower room. Everybody takes showers in. You know? So they, why you washing your underwear? I said, it's the Sunnah. I swear on anything I love. The youth study center in Cornwall Heights, Supermax, I brought that shit up there. As far as washing in your drawers. They wasn't even washing in their drawers, man. When I escaped from the hikes and went back up there, and they, you know, because I wasn't even thinking about them not knowing. I'm like, forgot all about it as I escaped from there. They sent me back up there, and I was washing in my underwear like no diddy, like no bullshit. Motherfuckers started doing it. You know, so I started that wave. I'm glad I did because there's a lot you learn when you're in the Jew. And then another thing I took back up there, and I took this up there, the youth study center, taking food back. Like, yo, why you taking food back? Up the youth study center, they asked me this, and they asked me this up the hikes. Why you taking food back? I said, you'll see later on when you're hungry. And you get that little snack, that little apple, and that little milk with them cookies and milk. The fuck that's going to do? Because you get locked up, you start doing time, you start eating food, you know what's going to happen? You're going to gain appetite. Especially if you're used to eating 4 meals in jail. And you got a TV and all that, you want to go down with some food in your stomach. You go down with no food in your stomach, that shit is the worst feeling, man. Yeah, so them motherfuckers see me making sandwiches, like, yo. Next thing I'm watching motherfuckers, yeah, these little bread bags that they put bread in and give it to you, throwaway joints. I see motherfuckers taking them and putting sandwiches. I'm laughing at them. They laughing at me and say, hey. They say, yeah, I was hungry as shit last night. You right, man. You smart as shit. Man, I was helping niggas get out of jail as a juvenile. Because as a juvenile in the 80s, if you got locked up for a gun, it was a misdemeanor. So I was like, listen, just plead guilty to the misdemeanor. They're going to let you go. The guy going to come see you and see the house emoji, you're going to go home. Just tell him you don't start fires. He said, why you going to do that? I said, I ran from somewhere before, and they ain't going to send me just anywhere. I helped a lot of people beat their case, and helped a lot of people get their freedom back. And one time when I was up at Holmesburg like 96 to 97, 97, I think it was, 97, 98. Before I came home in 99. South Philly, North Philly, South Philly and North Philly had went through a big war over a JBM member and Malcolm. Malcolm, that I told you I was cool with, Malcolm and Moochie went to war. And Malcolm represented South Philly and Moochie represented North Philly and Richard Island. So that shit started a big war. You got a alleged drug lord, second commander of the JBM that allegedly ran the JBM when Aaron got locked up, going against somebody from South Philly that was one of the top enforcers, gangsters in South Philly. They started to fight. So after that big ass fight in the yard happened, and fighting and stabbing and knocking people out and all that in the big yard, yeah. You call me, Mom? Make sure my mom ain't call me. My mom's sick, yo. So anyway, after that happened, I'm in the jail. I know both sides. And you know, one thing about South Philly, they real geographical. They more geographical than North Philly is. Meaning they more treacherous. Because if you, because North Philly move out, they, you know, because we naturally will hurt you. You know what I mean? But South Philly, they sneaky with their shit. And they will hold that grudge and fuck you around. And this is what I know, because I was living in South, so I know how treacherous they is. So they more dangerous that way. So religion, Islam will bring them back together, North Philly and South Philly. So I'm in the masjid and I see the one boy from South Philly. I know him from somewhere because I know a lot of people. And he might have been geographical because he was acting like that. And then he was like, yo, twin. I said, what's up? He said, and then he had this funny, he never used to smile. And then he smiled and said, remember you study center? I said, dang, that's where I know you from. He said, remember you helped me beat my gun case? I said, yeah, I told you to plead guilty as a misdemeanor. He said, man, you helped me go home, man. You see? Planting seeds, building relationships, building friendships. Now just imagine, man, this boy went through something. Or I never spoke to him. He probably did try to do something to me just because he knew me from back in the day. Yeah, I'm telling him, listen, man, like, and that's not the only thing. I did a lot of more shit than that. I help people get their freedom back by helping them escape with me. You know, they tell people I love to be around motherfuckers that's against the system and knowing the system is bullshit. See, when you decide to run, you decide that the system, and then you realize that everybody, years later, that everybody's suing them because you was right the whole time. So every place I ran from, I was right. Yeah, I was right. Dead right. Got my freedom back. Ran. Didn't want to go back to them fucking dumbass situations. Because you know what they was doing? When they were locking all these blacks up. They were stopping these young brothers from achieving their adulthood and being successful without having no record. See, they was locking all these young blacks up, blaming on school, not going to school, but giving them police records and fucking they shit up and controlling them, controlling their every movement, their free wills, and not letting them be who they are. So they become tamed to the system. Yeah. But not me. I stayed rebellious because I knew I was right. Something told me I was right. And I used to always think about Harriet Tubman. Every time I would run, I said, damn, Harriet Tubman would run from this shit. Fuck that. That shit, you don't know that shit. Roots inspired me like a motherfucker. Kuta Kinte running and all that. What? Escaping from somewhere? Like, man, listen, man. Watching 18 when I was a kid, watching MacGyver and all the motherfuckers escape from shit. I'm getting out of here. Watching the motherfucking movie, what was that movie that came out? Escape from Alcatraz. What? One of my favorite movies. So when I was used to escape from juvenile Jones and my name was ringing from escaping, which I didn't even know, man, motherfucker looking at me like, yo, that nigga smart as shit. He can escape from anywhere. You have to be intelligent to escape from somewhere. I'm talking about from, not just going home and not going back. A lot of people did that. That's escape too. But I'm talking about escaping from where you at. Like, you study something, how can you get out of there? How can you get away? And they send you somewhere where you fuck out in the middle of nowhere. How do you make it back to civilization? How do you make it back home? You study center. What else I ran from? I tried to run from Glen Mills, but they caught us on campus. Tried to run from the Heights, but they caught us in the attic. You know what I mean? But I wound up running from the hospital trip. I ran from the hospital trip with shackles on me in broad daylight. While they chased me and everything, I still got away. Ran from Slayton Farms. So running from your study center and Slayton Farms, two big things. And I'm running from the hospital trip because the danger I put myself in. I could get hit by a car running with shackles on, running from staff. A wild animal could have came and devoured us when we was in the woods out Lima, Pennsylvania. You know, after watching YouTube and I understand what the fuck is out in the woods now, and my young boy was just like, yo, I don't want to go out there, Hawk. I said, listen, man, we don't go in these woods. The staff gonna drive by and see us, and we gonna be locked up, and we gonna have pajamas on, looking stupid. I'm not going because once they caught this one dude, it was in the Thanksgiving. I never forget it. '89. My twin brother, I'm talking to him. He can tell me how he doing this thing up Barbers Hall, and I'm thinking he up Temple, but he up Barbers Hall was on Broad and Oxford, still on Broad and Oxford, where everybody in the city go. Yo, when I tell you, y'all hear me? When I tell you that thing was lit when I got out, but when I ran, right, it was freezing outside, man, like it is outside now. It was cold like that. It was in November though. And I had no cold on. It was so cold. It might have been colder than the outside because we ran. I think we ran at the 4 o'clock count, and I couldn't feel my ankles. I mean my feet, because I said let's run in the woods. They're like, no, we don't want to go in the woods. They were scared to go in the woods. If we go in the woods, they can't see us. Because one day I looked down from. They had us in these big ass mansions, old ass 1700 mansions that George Washington looked like they'd stay in, but they made them into cottages and units. So I would look down and hear all the commotion. You hear staff coming in, security coming in with dudes who try to run, and they got them in pajamas now. Everybody laughing at them because they got caught. I swear to God, I'm just like, I'm blocking all the night. You just still hear the noise, but I'm blocking out my mind, looking down at them, saying, that ain't gonna be me. They ain't catching me when I run. I'm in there hustling cigarettes, selling cigarettes just to get my money up so I can run, but I'm spending this shit all the time on food and arcade games, little dumb shit. So I said, fuck, we running right now. I'm getting people, we having little secret meetings and all that little shit. So when we run, boom, because now it's exciting for me to be locked up because I know I'm about to run. So that's what changes up that everything, how you feel about where you at. So I said, you know what? So now with the way we eat and the way we talk and we whispering, when we took the fuck off, and I ain't want to go, because we was in the woods for a minute, had all these sticky things on me. So now we on the road. So now I realize I can't feel my feet or my hands. That's how cold it was. Freezing. You hear me? Freezing. Guess what happened? I fell hands first on the ground, on like the streets. And it hurt right here, right? But it was just red. Somewhere up in here. And my hand was still red, but you could see the cut, right? It's right here. Like right here on this line right here. This line right here. It's still there. Right? But it was no blood or nothing. That's how cold it was. It just made a mark deep into that line. And that's the line they read when you get your fortune told. That's your lifeline. That line to go all the way over here. If we keep going, they said, you're going to live a long life. So anyway, when I get to the fucking mall, I can throw out, but I couldn't feel my feet. I can only feel like I was walking it felt like that. Like it was numbness walking. But I only could feel up to my ankles. So my feet was just walking just to walk, but I couldn't feel them. I couldn't feel my feet hit the ground. I could only feel up to my ankles. Like I swear to the bullshit. I said, damn, I gotta get the fuck out this. If I fucking get frostbite and die or something. So when I made it in the mall and threw out, all of them got caught. All them niggas got caught. So anyway, after that happened, I got in them streets, got back on my team, got locked up a few more times. But when I got back in them trenches, man, all that locked up shit. I just went through that shit when they know my mind anymore. I'm back in the city. Shit popping, shit lit. You know what I mean? The city is still the city. Niggas eating, niggas still getting kidnapped and trunk. So I get with them crews and how we doing it. But damn, twin, I just broke out the joint, man. So niggas look at you different when you just broke out of somewhere and they know that you want to run and you don't give a fuck. So they know you turned up. And that's how I was. Like, I didn't even tell the women I was doing what I was on the run. I just was out there. You know, doing my ones and twos, hustling up money, being with the right niggas. Everybody was really with, you know, that was taking money. They had money, but they ain't had the money they wanted. And then I had niggas that was really getting money. So I was just like, it all depends who I want to be with for this week or this couple of months or some shit like that. You know, but I still say it was the same crew. Like, everybody didn't fuck with each other. But I fuck with all of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because, man, Mikey knew everybody. So we ain't going to just block our blessings because niggas don't like each other, don't want to like, you know. So, you know, got out of that. You know, 90 come around. I'm up Erie Avenue hustling with all niggas that take money and make money. Niggas out there hustling. But when the lick come up, them niggas turn right into killer mode. These niggas is crazy. And I'm like saying they crazy, but I must be crazy too because I'm with them. I'm doing this shit with them, like getting out the car with them. 17 years old. Twin, you could have the back room. They gave me the back room. Ego, Puerto Rican Louis, may rest in peace. Free Ego. Puerto Rican Louis had the middle room. Ego had the back room. He had the front room. Ego had the middle. No. I think Louis had the front room. Ego had the middle room. And I had the back room. Either way, I ain't know Ego didn't like Louis. But they act like they liked each other. But Louis never said nothing bad about Ego, but Ego really didn't like him. He thought, man, I can't stand that nigga. Because at one time, Puerto Rican Louis was rich. He was a rich Puerto Rican before. And one time we went downtown, we went to 17th and Jefferson, he had a baby mom around there. And she was black and she was selling a lot of drugs. We went down there and hollered at her. And then we went downtown and this nigga wanted to go on route. Because, you know, motherfuckers knew me and Mikey was into robbing people and all, even though we sold drugs. But this nigga wanted to rob people with us. Me and Twan and him. I think it was one of them Greek picnic joints. We was at 90. We was down 34th Street down near University City. And he didn't give a fuck who he took something from. He wanted to get back on his feet bad. And I'm like, I couldn't rob a female, man. I couldn't do it. I'm sitting there talking to him. I couldn't rob him. Go down South Street. Now we down there. I got the gun on me. These niggas come out of nowhere, but I'm thinking they part of my wolf pack. There's a lot of these niggas. I'm thinking they go to Boom. But they wasn't even from Philly. My cousin Darren was down there. My cousin Darren, that I was at the boxing thing with his son played football for the Eagles. He down there, and he fighting them niggas too. So now the nigga this nigga got in my face, but he don't hit me, just get in my face, do some goofy shit like that, and move out my face. Like niggas was doing that shit to everybody. Like, who the fuck are these niggas? So now, I don't know if they trying to rob Louis. Louis fighting these niggas. They jumping Louis, right? Now while they jumping Louis, the gun I had, right? It was one of them guns that you gotta play with the barrel, turn the barrel, and then click the thing back, then shoot. That's just how this 38 works, right? It must have been a 32, I think. So, matter of fact, it was a 38, because I remember the bullets the Eagle gave me, right? Them joints tumble out. They don't even go straight, they zigzag. So, I wound up fighting one of the niggas, but before that, I'm sitting there trying to... So, the police come, break it up, got the niggas in handcuffs, so I'm not thinking Louis going to really do what he about to do. He calm his shit. He said, yeah, you know, and he just starts sucker punching both the niggas because they jumped him. He's still fighting back, but they jumped him. But the police came and grabbed these niggas and locked them up. And Louis like, yeah, just stand in third. But he wasn't talking to them. He just was talking. Then he just started, I guess he was lining them up. He just started fucking them niggas up. So the police broke it up and we got around the corner, right? He was like, he said, what the fuck you ain't shoot that nigga? I said, well, you know this gun, fuck it. You know, the gun really wasn't to hurt nobody. It was just to pull out, rob you, and that old type of shit. But you had to play with it if you really got to use it. So I'm really trying to hit this motherfucker. And it's real Stupid cameras. You know, I think they had cameras down there. Plus the police station down there. So I'm trying to really hit this motherfucker. No bullshit. He said, let me see that gun. Yo. He said, let me see that gun. So he took the gun, right? He was trying to throw it on the roof. I said, man, give me that. Man, you ain't throwing this on the roof. He said, man, I said, man, listen, man. But we wound up doing some other shit, though. But he was with us when we went in that house and robbed that crack house and took all the shit out of there. Come on, Lou, you can't get mad at me, man. That shit didn't work. I'm glad I didn't hit that nigga, man. The police was right there. It's that I ain't seen him because as soon as they jumped on Louis, seconds later, the police was right there. They was probably in the crowd, you know, they right there. They almost booked me down South Street before they was coming right towards me. Right? Matter of fact, it might have happened the same year. Walking, coming straight for me. And while they coming straight for me, we arguing with these white boys. So while they coming straight for me, I put the gun on top of this tire, parked car. And what happened? My homie Donnie seen it. Donnie took it with him and took, because they let us out. They locked us up and took the 24th from Wolf, let us out at the, probably to the next day. I mean, the next, well, so it got daytime. I went back down there to see, find my gun. It was gone. I was mad as shit. Like, what the fuck is my gun? I mean, the car still was there too. Oh, the car might have not have been there. But then years later, I'm talking about years later, it was like 1990. Like last year in 2024, Lord Donnie told me he the one took the gun. He said, when they grab you, lock you up, I saw you putting the gun to the tire. This was the time ain't nobody was carrying guns with us. I'm the only one that had a gun. Didn't want nobody playing with guns, none of that. But this might have been like 89, 90. Yup, and he found it and he said he went on a 6-month mission. Because you know that shit turned him out. He said that shit turned me up, huh? I'm like, man, I'm glad nobody else found it. But the thing is, he never told me about this shit when we got locked up the hikes, no juvenile life, and over the house of correction. He didn't tell me about that fucking gun situation until he came home from the feds on that 22 years when he did the 22 years of Beanie Siegel. When Beanie Siegel was locked up. When I made the video about, on my other channel, it was a photo that I used with Beanie Siegel when he was in the feds, right? And that picture, it was 4 dudes on the picture, but the picture I'm about to show you only got Beanie Siegel on it and my homie Donnie. Hold up, I'm gonna show y'all real fast. Collections, I think it's on collections. Is it? I just seen it. Hold up. I just seen that picture, y'all. Memories. You know, memories? They know when you don't want to look for something. Yeah, but anyway. You know, back then, when we was out there doing our little thing in them trenches like that, far as like really in the trenches like that, wasn't nobody using guns at first, man. We ain't start using guns until hip hop changed. Like when the music changed, we had to change. I know I ain't put this shit in the trash, man. I don't think I did. Y'all saw it the other day when I had it on here. I ain't be able to find it until I'm looking for it. Until I'm not looking for it. But yeah, though, he had the gun. We was to the house of correction. That's what my brother said, who beat the boy Treyarch up. He fucked this boy up, man. That was crazy to see. He beat this boy ass so bad. Because I took the boy, well, I was taking people phone time. I wasn't being like no phone junkie. Yes, I was. And the boy Treyarch got mad. He said, man, you always doing some crazy shit, man. Why you always doing something? I said, what? So somebody told my brother, say cool. And I wasn't looking at it as he was sounding me because he was part of my little other crew. I was like, man, go ahead, man. So I leave, and when I leave and come back, Sekou and punched the boy in the face. I ain't even know Sekou hit the nigga. They're like, yo, your brother Sekou just punched the boy in the face. Who? Treyarch. For what? Man, I had to go straighten this shit out, man, because they came on the block, right? My homies and them came on the block, right? And when they came on the block, I'm looking for that picture for y'all. I don't know what the fuck I did with that picture. I don't even know if it's in this phone. Anyway, I'ma find it. When he came to me like, yo, give me some sneaks. I give my brother my sneaks, right? So he go in the phone room with the boy Treyarch. Treyarch come back with the trash truck gloves on, the blue county jacket on. So now they in the phone room. I never seen my brother Sekou fight before. Never. I seen my brother Ray Ray fight, but not him. Right? So now, you know, Sekou is fighting this nigga, right? But the way Sekou fought him, like he was trained to fight this nigga, so I never thought I could see my brother was fighting this tall nigga, and the way Sekou was fighting him, he kept his his head, because the boy was taller than Sekou. Sekou kept his head right close to his chest and was fucking him up. Cause he ain't never get him a chance to, like, you fight somebody, how you gonna fight him like this? My brother was close to him, fucking him up, hitting him all inside, hurting this boy. So I had my brother's slippers on, and he had my motherfucking, I had some low black Reebok Classics on. Them Jones that came back, I had paid them on. So he beat the boy ass. So now my homies, who I was down on F1, we on F2. Now my homies who I was down there taking phone time with, going to war with the two knives, all them down there, and he walking up towards, because I used to always be on the gate to see if I had a visit or something like that. They come on the gate, right? Penitentiary Arnold, aggravated assault Arnold, and the boy Rashid, the boy she was raping niggas, man. That nigga was raping niggas in jail. Y'all hear me, man? Allegedly. I say allegedly on these devices, right? So they all come up there, and I'm gonna get into how that happened though. So they all come on the gate. Yo, what's up, man? Like 7 of them. What's up, man? What's up, man? Treyarch said he had some trouble with the boy named Sekou. That's my brother. That's my blood brother. Oh, yeah? All right, twin. They all shook my hand, and they turned around and left. Do y'all hear me? They left. They were rode on my brother. Do you hear me? So when they left, I told my brother what happened, right? He just smiled like, yeah, and laughed. Yeah. So, I mean, I forget about how wild I was down there because I'm up here with my brother now, right? So, now when I was down there with him, this boy named Moo from Germantown, from Worcester Street of Somerville, he had some pull on F1. Niggas, you know how when niggas go home, somebody else take their spot. These niggas had this shit organized. Stores, drugs, phone time, all that. These niggas was really mobbing. So the boy from 24th Street, 24th or 22nd and Lehigh, was a little smooth little nigga, light-skinned nigga, skinny nigga, wore fly glasses, fly robes, and, you know what I mean, fly sneakers, and had phone time, and was mobbing. Moo going home. Right? Moo did like 3 years over there. I think he had county life. Now, what's the name moving his cell? She moving his cell, right? Now he moving his cell with him, right? I'm not knowing that he got the phone time and everything. The boy Moo left everything to this boy. So I'm not knowing that she is really trying to go up in this boy, no diddy. So what he did was he got one of my homies, to pick with him to see if he could fight. To bully him, body beat him. And he body beat him. And that's what niggas do in jail. They punch you to the body to see how strong you is. They want to hear you fucking bitch up. If you don't fight back, you lunch me. And he kept stop. He kept saying stop. And kept moaning every time somebody hit him. Stop, man, you playing. Stop hitting me, man. Stop hitting me. Come on, man, stop hitting me. And niggas laughing. And I thought it was funny, to be honest with you, right? But I didn't know it was the setup and to act it happen. You know, we mobbing on niggas, fucking niggas up for the phones and all that. But I got commissary, and I'm going to the store spending $35 every time I go to the store. So I'm not, I ain't got to rob nobody, sell, do no crazy shit like that, right? I just want the phones, visits, and chill at night. You know what I mean? Listen to radio and shit like that, right? I ain't had no TV because I wasn't there that long, but I had a radio, you know what I mean? Whatever, listen to the radio, my cellular radio, we play checkers or chess or something, shit like that. Listen to the radio till it's time to go to bed. Peep game. Boom. The ball, my man fucked the ball up. Boom. Then the boy said, yeah, I'm about to run up in that ball tonight. Because what happened was, this is exactly what he did. Now, mind you, the boy put the hands on him, right? He ain't fight back. So what you think she did? Went in the cell. Nigga moving the cell. What you think you thorough? Let niggas put their hands on you, chump you, man. Let me toughen you up, nigga. Let me toughen you up. Hitting with body shots and really hitting this nigga. Hurting him. They ain't this far down from me so you can hear this shit. You hear these niggas, you can hear the bull punching on him. Next morning come. So I'm telling my Sully Kenny from Southwest, man, I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of bad because I could have stopped it from happening. I could have. But I could have said, man, leave that nigga alone, man. Come on, listen, I don't know what you into, my man, but I ain't into all that. But I really didn't know the seriousness behind it because I don't know if the young boy really into that. You know what I mean? I didn't know. And I didn't know the boy was really going to do all that. I thought he was going to go and probably extort him or something. I know he was going to just really do what he said he was going to do. Next day, breakfast time come. Everybody come out their cells, suited and booted, go to breakfast. Everybody linger up together to go to chow, whatever. Boom. So now, when that happens, right? When that happens, the boy don't come out the cell. So the boy, she was like, yeah, man. I took care of my business, man. You know what I mean? That's my boy now. He ain't coming out that cell. So this nigga come out, this nigga had a black eye, right? He still was getting the phone time because it still was the boy phone time now, but that's his boys. But he wasn't coming out his cell. I'm talking about, because he used to talk big shit sometimes, but this nigga, 3 days, he didn't come out the cell. The one day, he came out the cell, and I looked at him and said, yo, he looked at me, and then he started dialing the phone again, because he probably thought I was going to laugh at him. I was like, that's fucked up. Yup. That's the world, man. That's how the world really is, the danger world, right? So, I ain't had no respect for them niggas because, man, you niggas are faggots. That's how I looked at it, right? But it was Northfleet for the phones. That's all it was about with me. Even though I rep my city and my neighborhoods and all that old shit, but when I seen that shit happen, man, that's when I said I'm going up. And that ain't why I left, but because my brother was up there. So my brother wanted me up there with him anyway, so I went up there with him, but them niggas was going to try to hurt my brother, man. So, yeah. And that thing, you know what? They would have came up anyway. Because man, I would have been up there with my brother, and we fucked that boy up together. And he called them up there, and I didn't know them niggas. Because I met them niggas on that block. Yeah, that's 20, he wild as shit. I mean, yeah. What's up? And I was on the front line every time where he killed something. You know? And we over Holmesburg, right? On this, a year or two later, I'm over Holmesburg, come through. Same nigga over there, right? Now, I'm in a hole. Fight jump off because we roll on the board in a phone room because Keenan fighting somebody. And me, Keenan, and Cleo roll on this board, right? That was their situation. I just got in and hit him with one, dropped him with the right hand, the right hook, boom. So anyway, after that happened, you know, we go to the hole. We go to the hole. The boy in the hole. The boy sheet. And he got this young boy with him. The young boy was acting wild over DC, the house correction. You know, that's what they do. They see it detention center, the house correction, then Holmesburg. That's how they process you sometimes. So this young boy, from somewhere, I think I'm telling you, I don't know where he was from, but he had a dark skin, high round tape, always mad, always act like he was tough. Then one day I seen him with Sheed. And I was like, young boy don't know Sheed, you know what I mean? I said, how the fuck this happened? So this would happen. I swear to God, I can't make this up. They in the hole together, right? Now we all locked in the hole. He down the other end. I can't make this up, y'all. The boy got out the hole. Guess how he got back in the hole? Because he didn't want to leave Sheed. He said all he did was drop his knife in front of the guard. And they sent him to the hole. I said, this niggas is crazy. So it be these undercover motherfuckers, man. And that shit was crazy to see that shit, man. And all them niggas that fuck with men in jail and come home and fuck with women are the most diabolical, weird niggas I ever seen in my life. Now, I'm not going to try to throw nobody under the bus, but it is what it is, man. Niggas come home from jail and get with beautiful women, talking that fly shit to them, blinding them, knowing damn well you really want a man, and then it comes out later on down the line, unless she gets sick or something or some shit like that. So there's a lot of motherfuckers that was in them jails fucking with men, man. And you know the crazy thing is, right? When they catch you doing it, the guards, they notify your family. They let your family know. This is why we put your relative in the hole, because he got caught in a sexual act with another inmate. Yeah. Crazy, right? And you understand something, right? Like, bad news travel, and when shit like that happen, like, oh, there's one or two things they're gonna say about a nigga that's gonna travel in jail. He a rat, he fuck with them faggots. And when niggas mad at each other and they find out that shit is real, they grind their name up with it. They make sure they do it. That's how they gang war with each other. Yeah, and then some of it could be lies, but if everybody's saying it, man, oh yeah, nigga was fuck with the faggot. He was in the cell with the faggot for 3 years of dollars. This, that, and the third. Like, if I tell y'all something about somebody, y'all might think I'm clout chasing and hating, but it really be facts. But this channel ain't for that no more, because I realized that, like the video I made, but for this video I took down because I don't want my videos to be about nobody but my past, because that's what I got on here for, and people will try to divert your mission. Because when that magazine hit them shelves, like, damn, he really made that magazine and the book. And everything I'm going to say is going to be fact, because all the other big YouTuber channels, you know what they say? When they talk about like Kabani Savage, or they talk about somebody from New York like Big Nose Troy and all that, they use my content. Because they know I'm on top of my game. Or he know Kabani Savage, or he did his homework on Big Nose Troy's and Bimmy and all that. Yeah. Bakley's Park and all that. So I did the homework on all that. So that's why I can continue doing what I'm doing and feel proud about it, because I know that I reached the goal I wanted to reach. I ain't trying to be rich on here. I'm just trying to get my word out there so the word will be around for another 200 years on them levels. Because guess what? Everybody in Philly watch my content on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You know why? Because they know I was around them. So they want to hear about me talk about their neighborhood, their hustlers and gangsters that I knew, that they know. And then they can show their family members, and I'm like, yes, told you this is what happened. Yeah. So that's what makes it the beauty and the uniqueness about it, is that I'm someone that was there. When y'all hear about the past and y'all glorify it and idolize it, I'm like, damn, he was there. That's like if someone was around, that's still around now, when Lucky Luciano was around, or Scarface was around, like Al Pacino and all of them. Not Al Pacino, Al Capone. Like even if Michael Jordan was the walking in your space and you're in a room somewhere and he walk up, you be like, oh, that was Michael Jordan. Or they go to the guy that played with Michael Jordan. Like, when you got these type of people that come into your presence, like a Joey Molino or Sammy the Bull, talking about people that was in them trenches like that was in that mafia like that, and you get to hear them talk. Like, damn. You get to hear them because they was there. They was in the middle of that shit. I was in the middle of that JBM shit. In the 70s, I grew up in that black mafia shit. The Nation of Islam and all that. When the Nation of Islam was 10,000 strong in Philadelphia and grew. My family was a part of that. I was a part of that because I was there with my family. You know, I was there when hip hop first started in Philadelphia. I was there when every neighborhood started to sell drugs at different times. Like I could be in this neighborhood. Like I could be up Erie Avenue. Erie Avenue got the drugs up there. I go up Frankfurt and they might not have the drugs up there yet. You know what I mean? So when the drugs first get up Frankfurt, I was there when they first started selling powder cocaine on Tacoma Street in the hole. You know what I mean? I wasn't there when weed first getting started, but my cousin Buster's the one allegedly had all the weed. And my cousin that was hustling for him. My female cousins. And I used to spend that over their house and watch them make the money. In '87, when I was 14, when they used to sing that song by Prince, not Purple Rain. Is another song. Truly I Adore You. Yeah, I mean, I was around, man. So for somebody to be around for all of that, you supposed to treasure that information and like, yo, he know about a lot of shit, man. He was there. He was in them jails. He was around all the ferocious individuals that we idolize and look up to. He was on death row for 5 hours when a motor in his door blew. They put me in a death row cell on a death row wing. It's like probably 10 people or 12 people on this wing. And they all locked in their cells. And they put me in the middle of that shit. Yeah, I ain't had a death penalty. That could have traumatized me. I should be compensated for that. It's still a hole, but y'all don't supposed to have me around them. And I was going on visits, sitting on the van shackles with my hands shackled, walking up on the van or walking up the hill, sitting next to a motherfucker that's on death row. He on death row sitting right next to me on a van to go on a visit. I'm on a visit with somebody on death row. My people's, my mom standing there, my son, mom is like right in front of me. The preacher guy is on the opposite side of the screen visiting the dude that's right next to me. I could touch this motherfucker. He could touch me with his hands if he wanted to. We right next to each other, man. And it's in the old greenhouse. This is how Greatest 4 was operating. The inmates was running to jail. Think about it. This man that's sitting right next to me is on death row. Let that sink in. You come to visit your peoples, and your people say, yo, he on death row. He right next to you. Now your people's got this vision in their mind of somebody on death row. But guess what? That same white guy that was sitting right next to me, he wasn't the only one. Farrakhan was also one. What's his name, Farrakhan? I think his name Farrakhan. That's from 20th and Carpenter, gangster boy. Allegedly, they say he used to be under cars waiting on niggas and lighting them up and all that. Skinny, my complexion guy, a little taller than me, treacherous in South Philly. You know, back in the day, South Philly had 2 main gangs. Carpenter Street gang and 13th and Fitzwater gang. Well, the project I lived in, they were the first 2 gangs in South Philly. And it was vicious. And it's crazy how I was hanging on 20th and Carpenter in the late 80s. Yeah. So when I was locked up and I got on a visit a couple of times with Farrakhan, he sitting right next to me on a van, right? His daughter and his son was coming to visit him. So I'm talking to him, letting him know all the people I know on Carpenter Street. And then the thing is, when we was leaving a visit, they put his family on a truck with us too. Either we was on a truck with them, we was on a van with them, but I'm trying to remember, was it on the way to the visit or leaving the visit? But his son and his daughter got on the van with us. They was so humble. And the thing about it, I'm on a van watching this shit, man. Watching somebody that's on death row get visits by his son and his daughter. And they on the van with us. Then they was sitting in front of us because they were visiting him. He's sitting right next to me where that other death row inmate was sitting there. And the thing is, I was getting a lot of visits. They was getting a lot of visits. And I used to get my visits on Tuesdays. But that white guy, he got off death row. I seen him in Population, Greatest 4. Then I seen him when I came back as a parole violator. I'm like, ain't you that guy who was on death row? And what made me remember him, not because he was on a visit, he came by my cell, pushing a broom, sweeping the hall, and gave me a Natural Geographic book and a Lipton tea bag. I was in there for 5 hours. All type of shit was running through my mind. But you know what I was saying to myself? That woke me up about the death row situation? Because I knew a couple of people that was back there. Roy, Yaya from Germantown, Roy from Frankfurt, Big Boosie, Little Boosie. So I knew dudes from that was on death row. But Big Boosie, Little Boosie, and it was up Greene County. And believe it or not, my brother Sekou worked in the hole. Like 12 people I know on death row, they was giving my brother letters, writing them to me, and he would send them to me because I could write my brother. We had the type of, you had to get privilege. So I was sending them back. He would give them to him. And they respected my brother because that was my brother. See, that was the advantage my older brother had. He didn't know all the people my brother knew. But because everybody knew that was our brother, they all took a liking to him. And it made his bit easy. So everybody that's in the hole, you work in the hole, they'll dog you, disrespect you. They had respect for Sekou because they knew how he was built. They knew he ain't play no games. They knew that was our brother. So, get to see your brother. So I'm getting mail from him, that's from them, and from him. So when I was on death row, I was like, okay, I'm back here. But I'm just saying, what if I didn't know nobody on death row? I had to go through that. But what woke me up about that whole situation was seeing Farrakhan kids, his teenage kids, humble himself in front of him, knowing they dad gonna die, right? I said, I don't never want to put myself in a situation where my kids got to come see me on death row. Because I'm going to tell you something. Any real gangster from the trenches any real gangster from the trenches is always going to have these two thoughts in their minds, or three thoughts in their minds. They're going to have a thought of shooting out with the police one day. And they're going to have a thought of being on death row. And they also might have a thought of taking themselves out, like far as the last means. Only real motherfuckers think like that as far as being real gangster with it. I'm not talking about because somebody shot somebody because they was picking on them when they robbed them. If somebody rob you and you do something to them with the gun or whatever, that ain't saying you gangster. You just defended yourself. But I'm just saying a motherfucker that's really ferocious like that on a 24-hour thing, 24 around the clock thing. Not a motherfucker because a nigga shot him and turned him up. No. I'm talking about a nigga that's really was born like that. Them type of niggas. They think like that. They think this was gonna go down. Like I didn't get no here I ain't come over here to brag or show off my clothes, none of that shit. Now, when I found out that people be looking at you because of what you got on, I might say this is what I got on today or something like that. But I ain't never been nobody to compete. I don't compete with people. I'm living my life. I'm doing good for my age. As I said, I'll be 52, February the 5th. I'm doing good for my age. I can help take care of my family, help my mother. My grandkids is cool. My kids is cool. I talk to them and all that. I'm cool. My family cool, and I'm all right. So anything after that is extra, So when people talk, what they talk, let them talk. Because 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, we're gonna see where everybody be at in life. I'm set for the rest of my life. That's why I can do what I can do, because I'm set for the rest of my life. I don't let nothing bother me as far as outside of my control. If I can't control it, it don't bother me. I might check it, but it don't bother me because it's not me. I can only control me. When you try to possess something, it possesses you. Ain't letting nothing possess me. You say you hate and all that. Let them hate. That's on them. That's their waste of time. I know what they know not. So I do a lot of studying and research. When you study certain things and brainstorm and study certain things, it gives you the advantage of a lot of shit. Puts you in a different reality, different bracket too. But yeah though, playing with them guns, being in them prisons, man. Like the boy I know that his son or his nephew said, it's this boy on the internet named Philly Trenches and showed him a picture of him. He said, yeah, that's twin. If anybody know about the city, he would know. DeVere got hit in the leg, right? Y'all seen a lot of pictures of DeVere before when y'all see the After Midnight picture and all them dudes holding that one Italian link gold chain. DeVere's on that picture. He the light-skinned one in the back, right? DeVere was locked up over D.C. When I came through the jail. Him and Ago was locked up. And a juvenile that was locked up back there, was a couple of people back there. My cousin Gerald and the boy that had something to do with killing my brother. The boy that had something to do with killing my brother that told on his rappy. He was back there. And he like, yeah, twin, every time they let him out, and they don't let us out with him. Right? So I'm talking to DeVere. DeVere, I just seen DeVere in the streets. He had a crazy ass case. He had a armored truck joint. Armored truck robbery that turned into a homicide. So we talking everything. You always see me. I'm up on like the top of the D block, they on B block down the bottom, but they come out because they locked in because of their cases. We get over Holmesburg over there together. I get out of Holmesburg 94 to go finish, 93 to go finish doing my juvenile life bid. He gets shot in his leg in prison. DeVere Gant. Right? He sued. DeVere Gant sued the city because he got shot. You know, no guns was supposed to be in jail. So he sued because he got shot in his leg. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if they said the guard shot him. I don't know if they said the inmate shot him. But I really do know what happened. Like far as what really what actually happened. Like, I mean, I don't know what they said happened. I don't even know what he said happened. But I know what happened. I just can't tell y'all what happened. But I would tell you this much. You can get anything. When I heard about that, I said, damn. You can get anything anywhere, man. Just imagine in the 70s and 60s. People probably had guns on them. And no matter who did it, it still got in the jail. You understand what I'm saying? He got shot with a 25 in the leg and he sued the city. You know, we just up Green County with my brother before my brother came home and gave back 84 years. You know, niggas get locked up and be stuck in them jails like a lot of good dudes, man. Like when a dude got locked up and he was already locked up and he locked down Holmesburg because the guy got killed over Holmesburg, right? A guy got killed over Holmesburg, right? He went to a hearing. Now, allegedly, he killed somebody with a bathrobe, but they said it was over another man, a homosexual. Two men fighting over a homosexual who he gave a robe to. And they might have seen a homosexual wearing that robe, knowing it belongs to somebody else, another man. And they're like, well, you gonna get that motherfucker That's how the niggas think. They'll blink out. Oh, two men in love with another man who had the robe on. So the person who gave the robe to, I don't know if the person who got the robe got unalived or the person who gave him the robe. But the same guy who got locked up for it went to a hearing, allegedly. When he went to the hearing, allegedly either the warden or the deputy wardens or their son got unalived at the hearing. You know, you have a hearing, a write-up. You got a write-up for something. I don't know if it was for that or something. But he got a write-up and went to the hearing. And you go to the hearing, you handcuffed. You either handcuffed like this or you handcuffed from behind. They handcuffed like this, I think. And he in the room with, I guess, guards or whoever. And somehow, either the deputy warden, the warden's son, or somebody wound up unalive, stabbed to death. And that's when they started to lock the jail down, whereas though they let one part out, half of the day, and then the other, like say for instance, they let one half of the jail out, another half was locked down. Now before this happened, and this man got lost his life, these two people lost their life, they used to let everybody out. And they ain't had no extra gate on the block. You could just walk on off the block. Well, there was no gate. You just walking off the block, walk cross center to another block and all that. Motherfuckers just moving around. Probably need a pass or something. But after that, they put another gate. Boom. Whereas though you can be trapped inside the two gates. So they got that, and then it's just super. And then you find out through hearing, this happened in 89. I get over there in 91, they still talk about this shit. And niggas still been in the jail. Niggas waiting to go to court and still in the jail talking about the same old type of shit. So when you hear about this person killing some other robe and killing a deputy warden, and you think about a motherfucker that's 10 feet tall. Man, you know how tall this motherfucker was? 4'11". 4'11", 5'1", 4'11". short guy did all that. I don't know if he was in love with another man tonight. I don't know. But they said a short man did that. But they hyped that case up like he was 7 foot tall. Yeah. Yup. Because my brother was in the hole with all them type of niggas. He the one that can't get out the hole. That's Harrisburg, okay. Not the jail. Harrisburg. Politicians got to sign that and say let him out the hole. They back there, he was back there, the one who went in Holmesburg jail and stabbed all the JBM members all up. Dave Henry, he was back there. And they was back there talking to my brother, say cool. Got cool with him and said, yo, man, let me look at your write-up, man. That shit don't sound right. They wrote some shit up, appealed this shit and all that. Shit went to Harrisburg. Next thing you know, they got him out the hole. This when they seen a hole where you don't get out at all. I mean, you can be in a hole for 20 years, they just be floating you around, but you can get out. But this is the hole. There's different holes. This is the maximum hole where though you're going to die back at this bitch. You're just waiting to die. He was in one of them type of situations. But Dave Henry, the one that took JBM to war by himself and aired all them out over Holmesburg, wrote the petition up for my brother and got him out of there. Him and another brother. So, and that's how I get to know about Dave Henry and a lot of that shit, because my brother was locked up with him. Yeah. A lot of people don't know how he look. A lot of people don't know how none of them look, but he was in the hole with him. You know, and they probably get a chance to watch the channel, whatever, hear about it. That's why I made the channel and talked about so many people on my first channel, because I wanted to give flowers to the past of yesterday. Now, everybody in them jails, whether in the Fed, state, they get to hear their story. They like, dang, man, I'm glad he did that. I'm glad that I'll never be forgotten. I'm glad that other people get to hear about me. Yeah. Fucking right. Because guess what? Philadelphia is that city. New York is too, but Philadelphia that city, y'all. We that city, yo. And I'm just not just saying because we from Philly. I'm talking about black people, Spanish people, well, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Asians, blacks. Yeah, and a few whites, not all of them, but a few of them. You know, they got a lot of shit with them too, and their history with us. That racist bullshit, but you know, we persevere. That's what I love about our people. That's what I love about our past. We just persevering. The ghetto was set up to destroy us. Hooked on drugs and all that. That's why when the YouTubers get on here and talk about people, family members are hooked on drugs and all that, it wasn't they wanted to be hooked on drugs. This shit was designed to tear the household up. So when you entertain somebody saying, oh, that's why people's on drugs, why was they on drugs? Because they planted that shit on people in their neighborhoods after they got them allegedly got them lab animals hooked on them. You understand me? They get people hooked on them. They get people hooked on certain rap music to destroy their minds, destroy their thinking, destroy their free will. And that's why we can't never get nowhere, y'all, because it's too much of I. You know, you might can use an I in the Arabic language when you spell the word team. T-I-A-M is spelled team in the Arabic language. But in America, it's spelled T-E-A-M. So there's no I in team in America, but in the Middle East it is. Because there's no E's in the alphabet, the Arabic alphabet. So when they keep saying I, that's why these YouTubers that got potential come together, right? Make a red and a blue team, right? And make videos where as though y'all compete with each other doing all type of shit. But y'all doing it on lives and on videos. And that's how you get rich overnight. That's how somebody give you a production and say, you know what? That's a good idea. It's a good idea. But everybody want to be the eye in the sky and be all high and fuck all that, man. See, when you make it about money, as far as occupation, saying that's how I'm going to make my money and all that, that you making it as fun, then you ain't going to get nowhere. Because you always going to be mad about your progress and not reaching the goal that you really want to meet. But you can reach any goal if you just relax with it. Don't try to eliminate nobody out the equation. A person that cancel themselves out. But you know, when you try to cancel somebody out, you'll cancel yourself out. I never once tried to cancel nobody out on here. Because that ain't my mission. My mission was to just tell my story about Philadelphia. To guide the young boys in the right way so they won't repeat what we did. I might have got carried away here and there arguing with people and going back and forth, but I was bitten. I'm a human being. But one thing I'm not going to continue to do is do that. That's why I erased my last video, because I'm bigger and better than all that shit, man. And my life is still elevating. So, you know, I know what I'm doing, or I wouldn't be doing it. And I'm going to live. I'm going to continue to live. I feel good. You know? When you're in your 70s and 80s and you look back and say, damn, I'm still here, wealthy, great-great-grandkids and them good and everything. They done productive themselves right and they doing good in the world. Yeah, that's what I'm going to look back and say. And I'm like, I had to go through a lot of obstacles and put up with a lot of unnecessary bullshit, but I made it. You know? Because I remember that song, Sticks and Stones, they break your bones, but names never hurt you. See, if nobody physically do anything to me, I'm cool with that. You know? Because the average man can't confront me and say anything stupid out their mouth to me because they know they get sent to the upper room. Yeah. No matter how old I am, I don't tolerate that. But you know, people do that because they miserable lives. They don't got no real life. They got bad luck. That's why bad shit happened to them. You know? I ain't living my life miserable, unhappy, and none of that shit. You know why? Because when you live unhappy, right, everything around you you're going to be negative about. Life too short to be sitting there mad about nothing. That's why I'm glad we got YouTube and we can go back and look at the past, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. I'm like, damn, that's how they was. Like, when I go back in my past and look at the 70s, 80s, and 90s, even though I was young, I said, I'm glad I can see it. A lot of people, I got the memory, but when you can see it, you see it differently when you can see the video or audio of it. I'm like, damn. Oh, now I can do it this way. I did learn something from this situation. Yeah. Instead of not correcting it at all. So these videos I make, man, is just entertainment, killing time, making people reminisce, and to make sure Philadelphia is never forgotten. None of these gangsters or hustlers. And don't feel bad about because you was a gangster or hustler. Because one thing about me, I ain't got no problem with telling nobody how I was. Because there's no shame in it. We was surviving. You know? And I got popular doing it. And I got popular talking about my life to the world. I'm popular. And whatever is, you know, I see why people chase the fame and all that, but for the money, because let me tell you something. Money gonna come and go. And my money ain't gonna never stop flowing. That's guaranteed money for the rest of my life. So I'm cool with what I'm doing. That's why I ain't gotta be monetized doing the other dumb shit. Because I'm cool for the rest of my life. This is for therapy for me. Me talking my shit is therapy to me. You know, and when you can find your niche and find you something to do, you'll do it. When you worry about somebody else and what they doing, you ain't doing it but make yourself miserable. That's all you're doing. You know, so that's how I look at it. You make something out of a job, it become a stressful reality. You make shit for fun, positive outcome. You know, I don't let nothing bother me. You know, I don't let nobody outside of my eyesight upset me because I gotta live this life. Can't nobody live your life for you but you. And I like the way I live my life. Give a fuck who don't like it. Because at the end of the day, I control my emotions. I'm in control with myself. I don't wake up in the morning and gotta make myself up to look like nobody. I ain't gotta paint my face. I ain't gotta do none of that crazy shit to make people like me or look at me or none of that shit. I'm on this earth for me, my family. Nobody else means that shit don't mean nothing to me. You know why? Because it wastes time. You know? You laugh, you bid, and you keep it moving. But if you plant something in the motherfucker head, they can't forget about it when it ain't about nothing. Because when a motherfucker think they know you, they don't know you. And then you like, look, you doing all that, but I'm still ripping it. Still eating. Still, you know what I mean, about to pull something off the lot. All crazy. Still wait, do the magazine. Like, he nigga really got his magazine. He really did what he said he was going to do. He's still at the Mac machine withdrawing money every week. And I thought about it, I said, damn. The average YouTuber that's getting some real money, they only getting like $1,000 to $2,000 a month tops. That's it. That's it. And when you pay your bills and all that shit, what you left with? 200, 300. That ain't no fucking money. That's gonna last you. You still gotta eat. That's why I laugh, man. Just can't even take care of their own people. See, I could take care of my family, myself, and still be alright. Help my mom with her bills. Help my kids with their life. Help my woman with her, you know. So, don't mind it. And guess what? I can look back and say, I might don't have this type of car that I want. I might not have this type of business that I want. I might not have this type of house that I want. But at least I can help my family. And two, I can save up enough money to do all them things. I could probably get all that, but at the same time, I don't really need it because I already have things. People want to just have better than what they have, so they're just living when they in their means. They fuck up. I learned a lot being on this planet, man. Motherfuckers just want to be expensive for nothing. Just so somebody else can say, Joe, you don't give a fuck about what you think. No, why would I? That ain't making me eat shit or survive your emotions or your opinions. So I just look at it like, you know, live your life, laugh at them, man. They can't control you, hockey. People love you for you being you. You know what I mean? My grandson told me, one of my grandsons, he said, Grandpa, why you always say hello world? Yo, you imagine my niece, my twin brother, grandson is playing football for the same team I played for. And my niece said she put him on the football team because I played football and her father played football. You understand what I'm saying? How much that shit mean to me? How much that shit mean to me that my grandkids is going to know and follow and admire their grandfather and receive the accolades of my hard work in this world. They're going to receive everything. All the money that I'm going to leave them and all that shit I'm working on, that's for the youth that can't help themselves, homeless people, and my family. That's how that shit going to get split down, just like that. I ain't doing it because I want people to brag about me. I'm doing it because I want to help. I like helping people. And if you know me, you know that's what I do. You know what I mean? So my family look at me as, you know, everybody in my family watch my channel. Everybody in the city watch me. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel good about what I'm doing. Because everybody I know that I know, you know what I mean, far as me running into them. Damn, I watch your shit. Niggas that's in the trenches getting money, gangsters and all that. Real gangsters. I'm real hustlers. They go to Mexico and pick that shit up. Them type of niggas that I grew up with. Yeah, I gotta watch your channel. What? Little old me. I keep forgetting little old me taught a lot of them a lot of shit. I keep forgetting they my peers. How wouldn't they watch me? So I don't get mad about what everybody was thinking because I know the truth. And when you the real deal, authentic, you know, when somebody buys something, was that real? Yo, them sneakers real? Them glasses real? Is this money real? Oh, it's the real deal. Get that. It's the real deal. Like when niggas buying drugs, they buying coke and that shit ain't chopped on it. Yo, or dope, or yo, that's a 10. I'm real, man. 100%. Pure. Uncut. No additive preservatives. Yeah. But I'm not bragging about myself. I'm just saying that somebody like me, far as the trenches goes, Philadelphia, the past, comes on the internet to talk about that shit because I was there, people were like, damn, that's an icon, that's a legend. He was there. Because I know for a fact the people in jail love it. That's why the magazine about to hit them jails. What? Damn, you been talking about the magazine, but it's right here though. This all I got left, y'all. I swear to God, it's all I got left. These pages right here. Out of this whole book, these pages right here is all I got left. And once I edit them, off we go to the space coaster. Off we go. Damn, how you do that? Because I got the money, my own money, to get my shit published. I'm just editing my shit now. When I took up accounting, they taught you how to edit and write and everything. I know how to write, really write, proper King English and all that. Quotation marks and expectation, all that, parentheses and all that. A lot of people don't know how to put a comma together, a sentence together, none of that. But that's why I'm editing that. That's why I wrote it real fast, and now I'm editing it. It ain't like I gotta write it. It's already written. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn. And when I be reading it over, I'm like, damn, it takes me back to that year, that when it was going on. See, that's how my mind works. I can read something and go right back there. Right back there. You know, so I understand why I'm envied and hated on, because I'm the real deal. I mean, of course, if a motherfucker come around making money lying about some shit he really don't know nothing about, he don't really know nothing about it, and he getting paid for it, and then he know he lying, and then when the real deal come around, and he started to expose what's really going on, oh man, yeah, they gonna get mad. You know what I mean? But I had to chill and let them do them. Go ahead, do y'all. Y'all can continue to lie. The universe already know you're lying. Then the next world, you're gonna go to the next life, gonna know you was lying. So, and then eventually, people in this world gonna know you're lying. So just keep lying. I don't give a fuck. But just know that, damn, you was warned. And he was telling us he was gonna be a liar. But I ain't gotta lie about nothing I told y'all, said to y'all. When I mentioned South Philly gangsters, Frankfurt gangsters, hustlers, from all over the city, in neighborhoods, in jail, and like, damn, nigga was right, he was in jail with him? Damn, you saw that happen? You saw that JB member get... The shit I know, man. You study center, motherfuckers getting their cheeks taken. Up you study center. And the dude who was doing this, right, wind up fighting with Aaron Jones, the JBM Aaron Jones. They went through something over the phone. Allegedly, the boy told on Aaron, saying Aaron stabbed him because he was fighting Aaron. This boy can fight his ass off. Aaron can fight. But this dude was trained to fight. My father used to go with his mother. He's from 31st and Norris. And my father is a professional trainer. Not just a motherfucker that ran a gang. He trained people how to fight, so he's a intelligent motherfucker. He the master of many things, and one of them was training people. And he was teaching them how to throw this 6-hook combination. 6 hooks. All hooks. From the body to the head. A 6-piece combination. My dad taught me that shit, man. And he taught this boy that. And the boy put them hands on Aaron Jones, and Aaron felt that and came back with it. He ain't standing me though. Boy told on him. But that same boy took somebody's cheeks in your study center. Before I got up your study center. Between 1982 and 1980s, probably 7. In between that time frame, Niggas you study center was getting raped, scraped, whatever you want to call it, allegedly. I'm just letting y'all know that shit was different, man. See, a lot of people go to juvenile placement and they get manhandled, taken advantage of, chumped, bullied. You imagine doing juvenile time, but you think you're a tough guy, you think you're a bad boy, and then when you go on a visit and come back, you gotta give all your shit to the bully. When I was up the hikes, I used to see that. See, I ain't smoke cigarettes, so I used to see motherfuckers always running to the office, And the staff had a lighter, right? He had a lighter, right? He'd be like this. I used to laugh. We sitting there playing cards, whatever we doing. It'd be cigarette time. And niggas would jump out whatever they doing, run to the office just to get the light, and have these cigarettes locked in the locker with their names on it. I said, I'm glad I don't have that problem. I was never on drugs, never used it, never smoked cigarettes, none of that shit. I just was in shape, trying to escape. In shape and trying to escape. Boom. So listen. So niggas was going to visit. Family come visit them and everything. When your family come visit you, they can bring you anything. Any type of food, snacks, anything, give you money, all that. Some people sneaking in weed. My dad used to sneak me in money. He used to give me $20, shit like that. And I used to fold it up real like a little, and put in some unifoil or something and put it in my mouth and walk right back on there. And send the staff to give me a cheesesteak or stromboli. And I buy him one since he getting it for me. So I said, have my little aunt, my motherfuckers go to the store for me, go down South Street. Wolf used to go buy me $150 pair of sneakers and all that. What, man, I was go out there and buy me the cosmetics and all that, man. I used to pay them. Yeah, I walk around with money in a juvenile joint. Send staff to the store. Only went up there with a TV that was a VCR TV. 13-inch joint. That was all right. My brother up there getting all that money in a project that's 5 or 10 minutes away from where I'm at. He out Lindenfield, tearing him a new asshole. Even though I was already all right. Anyway, so dudes would come back from off a visit. They had cigarettes, whatever. They had to stop by his room, or he'd come right to their room. I'm like, that's crazy. There's no way in the world my family could come up here with their hard-earned money and I can give it to somebody else. I couldn't do that. But I just see it happening all the time. Being bullied and all that. And you know what's crazy? And then the dude who was doing all this bullying shit, he was my celly before. He was my celly, you know what I mean? I know his brothers and everything from South Philly. You know what I mean? And at what time we was enemies, but we weren't enemies because I was enemy of his. He wasn't really enemy of mine. It's just that when me and Mikey was in the trenches, shaking niggas down, on their block, taking their shit, robbing their workers and robbing them. The drug lord had a sister that he was fucking with out West Philly. Her younger brother was locked up. And he must have pillow talked with his girl, and she must have told her brother. And when I got up the hikes, my name was ringing. Everybody was talking about me up there. So he got back to the ball. Oh, he was out there robbing my folks and put the pressure on him. So they trying to put pressure on me in there, but I ain't really peeping until years later. And the reason why nothing couldn't happen to me because Bougie was up there, he was cool with me from Nicetown. You know what I mean? One of my childhood friends, plus he was up Glen Mills with me, him, and my homie from down the bottom, Big Tiller. So I had real gangsters up there, like, and Travis from Southwest. Because these niggas really South Philly had a team. But then some of the South Philly niggas on the unit was part of my wolf pack. And they definitely wasn't having it. So, a little dumb shit, a little smart shit, nothing, no put your hands on me, no shit like that. When I try to run the staff and them try to jump me, like punch me in my legs and shit like that. But other than that, nothing. Oh, the staff sucker punched me before when I was handcuffed. He sucker punched the shit out of me too. But he ain't dropped me though. Whoo! Look at this neck, 17-inch neck. That's why it's so hard for motherfucker like Mike Tyson, the boy number 20, Dawkins, used to play for the Eagles. I was like, how this little motherfucker be knocking people down so much like that? Then I seen the special on him and looked at him. I said, this nigga fucking neck is like this big, no diddy. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I said, well, I gotta. So I'm thinking when the staff sucker punched me, mind you, I'm all protein, solid, working out, muscles in my jaw. He sucker punched me, that shit didn't even hurt. I just looked at him, turned around, looked at him. Like, I swear to God, like, a few times I got sucker punched before, like some motherfucker sucker punch you hard with him. Didn't even hurt. Look like this. And look right back at you. And watch you running something. That nigga, then guess what? My mom found out, but I never told her who it was. One day we was on a visit. He was on a visit, came out, he worked out unit one day and he seen me and everything. I told my mom would have went off, but I said, no, I'm gonna see him on the streets. Seen him in his trenches. I swear to God, only thing I love. Seen him on the trenches a few times. One time I seen him, I was on the ground on the train. I had the electronic thing on my leg. I ain't had no gun on me, right? But all I kept saying to myself, do I really want to do something to this man? Because I'm out here now. And he wound up being a PO. Like, he wound up seeing me all and all that and everything. But you know what it was, though? He's one of them staff from the gang war days. They gave a lot of people up there that was in the gang war days jobs, And he sucker punched me, right? But the reason why I didn't do nothing to him is because when he sucker punched me, it wasn't no power behind it. Like, it was weak. Like, the fuck am I? And it was really easy to get him. Because I was in South Philly like that. But like, no, man, it is what it is, man. It ain't like see, they sucker punched me because me, the boy from Pittsburgh, and this white boy, somebody else, we had stole the radio, the walkie-talkie. Well, I ain't stole it. One of them stole it and brought it in our room, and they was calling all over campus singing Christmas songs on it. When they found out who had it, they locked us up, right? But when he stole me, he sucker punched me because I wasn't no pussy and I wasn't backing down when I was handcuffed. So he sucker punched me. Boom. Okay, that's how it is. It's gonna go down like that. And I ain't say nothing about it. He was fucked up about it. But he wasn't. No, it is what it is. Shit, I looked at him like, damn, man, that's all you got, man. But they'll fight you though. Staff will fight you. D was alright with me. The old head D. D was like a Tasmanian devil. Work out with you, run ball with you, start sweating, acting all crazy. Like, this nigga crazy or something? But yeah, though, the boy was my cellie when I came back from court. And we was cellies. This when North Philly and South Philly was about to go to war. And one of my North Philly peoples came down with life, got finished warring against South Philly and Greene County. He was stabbing these niggas up bad. And any jail he go to, he'd find people from South Philly and go at them. Because it's on, and you from South Philly coming at you. So he like, what's up, twin? When niggas seen that I knew him, right? And it was like, and mind you, he knew me when I was in the streets grabbing niggas. He know that. He's like, that, twin, you all right, man? I said, I'm all right. He said, if I see that nigga that did it to your twin brother, I'm going to go to every jail around, I'm going to get him. So I'm getting money in the jail. So I said, listen, man, what is you doing? He was gambling. I said, I was giving him 10 tickets every day. 10 tickets every day. Boom. That's like $3.50. Every day I'm giving him, I'm getting money. I'm giving him probably $10 a day. Something like that. So South Philly come to me and say, tell your man we don't want no trouble. I said, what you talking about? Tell him that South Philly don't want no trouble. That shit happen in Greene County. We trying to go home. And this was my man Kaz from 20th and Carpenter. And Kaz was like, I didn't know at the time, he was one of the ringleaders allegedly of 20th and Carpenter. Even when the boys up the hikes, they ran the hikes, that was like a big brother to him. And I never seen nobody talk to him any kind of way but Kaz. And Kaz was locked up with me, I think in grade 42, but definitely Huntington. And once I seen main man submit to Kaz, I said, damn, Kaz must really be the man. Because this boy never backed down or shut his mouth for nobody. And he's like, yeah, man. He said, listen, I didn't even know his father and my Uncle Smiley was real good friends in the Black Mafia. That picture I showed you before, my Uncle Smiley locked up and the boy come see him with the black suit on, that was Kaz's father. And man, Kaz had the same PO. Same parole officer. And he came to me when I was in jail. He said, listen, man. I said, what's up? He said, look, tell the boy D we don't want no trouble. And I went to D. I said, D, man, leave them niggas alone, man. And he left it alone. Or I could have said, man, fuck them niggas, man. I'm riding with you. Let's get them niggas. Yeah, payback time. Let's go. I could have did all that. But I didn't. I beat Kaz in chess. He was mad as shit. That's when I knew what type of person he was. Because when you play somebody in any game, they're going to show you who they really are. You know what I mean? But, man, his youngin', we was cellies, and he told me a lot, man. And I understood why he's acting the way he act. And I kind of like felt pity. not sorry, but pity for him. You know, because I'm like, he would get mail. He would get mail. And just look at it. Won't even open it. If it ain't have a money order on it. Like, when you get a money order, it say MO on it. And they circle it. And I used to always had them on my letters, but I never knew what it meant. I thought it meant mommy or something because my mom used to send me money, my family used to send me money, and I thought that's what it meant. So when he would get mail, like, yo, you got mail, you got mail. I don't want that shit. Ain't no money went in it. And I'm like, what? I would love to have people write me. You know how hard it is for somebody to sit down and write you? The way the world is? And I seen, and I was like, damn, man. All this time a motherfucker could be really going through something. And he was going through a lot. That's why I had pity, man, because I'm a strong motherfucker. The shit used to make him mad would never make me mad. The shit he was stressed about, I would never stress about. See, when I was in jail or in prison, people will stress about all type of shit in prison. They can be really mad about something else, right? And something else can trigger that, and they be like, yeah, like, the worst thing I ever seen an inmate go, like, besides losing a family member, because when somebody loses a family member, they gonna cry, they gonna snap, they might go to the hole. And I have the ability to actually, I can feel other people's emotions. For some reason, I can feel it. Like, you're in front of me, you crying, I can feel that shit. Certain people are gifted to feel that. I don't know if you're gifted, but that right there is crazy. Right now, just imagine you getting a parole hit. The parole give you a year hit or a 3-year hit or something like that. This Puerto Rican boy is walking the track. I'm greatest for it. I'll never forget this shit. I'm with little Danny Vargas, this little short bulldog. His brothers and they from 18th and Wallace, the Puerto Ricans getting all the money. That's how I got a chance to really know more Puerto Ricans, because I was hanging with one of the top Puerto Ricans downgraders for, a little bulldog. His brother was a millionaire. He even owned pro fighters. They was getting money. They turned that drug money into investing in other shit. And he used to give him $500 money orders every week. He said, look, Tony, look what my brother sent me. Look what my brother sent me to, man. I had a store, Weasel had a store, he had a store, and I was like their little brother. And and boys from A from Butler, a lot of them that was getting all that money, Sage, Fifi, Samba, and all of them, they controlled the water ice, they controlled the baseball, they was millionaires, they just was locked up. So they invested their money into their little lifer program and all that. And they got cool with me through Bulldog and all of them. They all knew I knew a lot of Puerto Ricans. So, and I'm a likable person, so I got cool with all of them. And one day the old Puerto Rican boy was like, yo, twin, go to my room and get the gambling, playing poker. He gave me a key to his locker, to his cell. He trusted me to go get his cigarettes. People don't trust him. He got a single cell. People don't trust nobody with that. That's money in jail. So Bulldog was like, look at him, twin. I'm like, what? You know what they remind me of? Whoever seen Bronx Tale? Remember how Bronx Tale come on and how Goodfellas come on? How the Italians is schooling that one young boy? How they always got the one young boy around? That's how I was around the Puerto Ricans and all that was older than me. Around a lot of people. I'm the one they like. There's always that one person that everybody like. So the boy walking around, he always used to play handball. This Spanish old Puerto Rican old boy had a beard, right? He was walking that fucking track out in the yard, mad as a motherfucker. Bulldog said he just got 3 years. But then he'll make a joke out of it. He ain't gonna be me. He fucked up. Cause the whole thing is, he was a good dude, but he liked to laugh off people's shit though. But he was a real good dude though, man. Danny Boy was a good dude, man. Real fucking good dude, man. You know what I mean? And he stayed, had me laugh. He was a Giants fan, right? Going to visit. Looking like he going on a date, talking about this girl gonna come visit him, this girl gonna come visit him. Because he used to always get money, man, but he did teach me how to hustle far as having a store. They're like, man, you're going to take a loss. Don't get mad. You're going to take a loss, man. Just remember you're going to take a loss in the business. But when he showed me that Puerto Rican boy walking that yard mad, a 3-year hit, that shit always stuck to me, man, because that shit hurt when they give you a parole hit. A parole hit? When I went back to prison, y'all, I'm fighting 4 open cases. I had to do 3 years fighting these cases for 3 years before I seen the parole board. So I did 5 years as a parole violator before I came back home. I'm on like I'm back in jail, right? Because they violated my parole and put me back in jail. But while I'm back in jail, I gotta go back and forth to court to fight these cases. Two of them I beat when I was down Graysford in the hole, about to go up to Huntington jail. Then the other two got split, but the lawyer was like, just put them both in one courtroom, and I get you a deal for a 2 to 4 or 1 to 3. I said, I'm not taking them. I'm gonna put all the rest of your cases in this one courtroom. I think I had 3 cases at the time. I ain't really sure. So I said, you want me to trust you with these cases in front of a judge that's gonna know about all my cases? I said, fuck no. Her name was Barbara McDermott. She a judge now, but she was a court-appointed lawyer. I had a paid lawyer, a court-appointed lawyer. No, I had 2 paid lawyers, a court-appointed lawyer, and a public defender, because I couldn't pay everybody. So the 2 paid lawyers I got, I beat them cases. The court-appointed lawyer, I beat the case, but the public defender joint, I lose to that, right? But then Supreme Court overturned the conviction. So I really won. They just said they wouldn't give my transcripts so I can fight it that way and use it as an exhibit. So I came home and was fighting it, but I never followed it through and just was out there getting money. But when the lawyer told me, the public defender told me that they overturned my type of conviction, I was like, at least I beat them. I might didn't beat them far as my conviction, but that type of case got overturned. So I felt it was a victory. But the same lawyer wound up being a judge, right? Now, she wrote me a letter when she found out I was suing for the case she beat. She beat the case because ain't nobody showed up to go to court on me, right? They ain't even bring me down to court. So she gonna say, well, if you sue them, they gonna wind up suing you. What if you don't beat the case? I said, what? Yeah! I gotta go, y'all. Mom Dukes want me. I'll see y'all later. Gotta see what Mom Dukes want.